And we are live, guys.
What? There it is.
I need to get this invite people thing off of the screen. There we go. Got it out. What's up, everybody? Wesley Malott here, joined by Andrew Glessner and Michael Mowen.
How's it going, everybody?
Hello, hello.
Of course, Mike doesn't want to show his
With
faces.
the voice of Michael, it's fine.
Hey, Jelly Duck, how you doing? So Susan says we sound good for once. We have all of our audio working as planned. So for
That's
once,
not possible.
something is working. DJ Talks is in the chat. Hey, DJ, how you doing
What
tonight?
up, dude?
So, how you guys doing on this Wednesday night, everybody?
Is that what day it is?
Right.
I think it is, yeah. In the quarantines, it's its own time, you know? Just lose track of everything.
Quarantines.
Good.
I haven't worn pants in 4 days. I kind of love it.
I actually showered and got dressed today, and then I realized I had absolutely nothing to do for this entire month.
Wasted effort. That's what it is.
Exactly. So I'm just sharing the link on Facebook and everything. So
Awesome.
Jelly Duck is coming to us from Kuwait. That's crazy. What time is it over there?
Nice. The future.
To the way of the future. I was actually watching
It
that.
shows up
yesterday.
whenever I talk.
What?
Yeah, it's Hangouts. Hangouts
It's
makes
like
it
a cute
big
little
for-
picture.
whoever it is.
At least people get your face there.
There you go. Yeah.
It's kind of hilarious. Just the still frame of him.
That's actually pretty cool that it does that.
It's a neat feature. Let you know who's talking, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In case you weren't sure.
Jelly Duck says, "How is April Fool's?" Zero April Fool's jokes over here. I think.
This shit's been going on since March. We're tired of it. You know? Joke's over.
Mike, did you experience any April Fool's jokes at all?
No.
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 So everybody just has had
I had a
enough.
feeling my wife was going to try to say she was pregnant again, but I think she realized that if she would have said that, I would have had a heart attack and I would not be here.
Well, that would be a shame. We want to keep you on this earth so you can keep acting, you can keep doing sound.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah. You have value here.
Oh, good.
We love it. That's fine. That's all that matters.
So what have you guys been doing this week in your social distancing?
I've been playing a lot of video games, man. That's about it.
Yeah.
I did a podcast last night with another comedian friend, but I tried to stay busy, but man, there's not a whole lot to do.
No, there isn't. I've been watching a lot of TV and movies, and then I'll look down at the clock and realize that only half the day is gone.
That's been pretty common.
That's,
Like,
yeah,
I'm literally... You go ahead, Mike.
No, that. I have no idea what day it is anymore. I just know that I'm just hanging out with the kids, trying to watch some movies that are on my list, and then playing a bunch of Call of Duty.
Yeah, that's about what I've been doing. Just Warzone.
COD.
Yeah.
COD.
You're not doing Fortnite anymore?
Oh no, man, I haven't played that shit in months.
Oh, really?
I moved on to a different game. That's the same, but better.
I'll pop over to the Thinking Art Facebook and share the live stream as well.
That's a dumb thing to do. You want everybody to watch this? You're being silly.
So
Oh, man.
I need more computer screens.
There you go. Get like 3 of them.
Dude, just get a PC and get like 4 screens. Like it's just,
Right?
you know.
He's messing with that Mac. That's the problem.
I know.
Oh, man.
Social distancing, live stream hangout. How do we sound, guys? Do we all sound good? I know Andrew sounds shitty all the time, but
That's just how I sound. That's just my voice. It's just
Hopefully,
pure,
Mike and
unadulterated
I
shit.
sound great.
Mike always sounds fantastic.
So,
Well.
view as visitor.
That's why
Okay.
Mike can pull off the no video. It's just he's got the voice. That's all he needs.
This is
That's
true.
all I
He
need.
has
I have
the voice
face
of
for
Mike.
radio.
He has the face for radio. So I guess we can talk about this movie that we all three watched. I didn't watch it today, but I've seen it before, so it's not going to be as fresh in my mind as it will with you guys. But I believe that we all watched Butterfly Kisses, directed by Eric Christopher Myers.
We sure did. Yeah, because we were talking about doing a stream tonight, and EKM's like, "Hey, watch this movie," and we're like, "All right."
Just a little bit of shameless self-promotion.
It's just,
Yeah. So actually,
Well, yeah, it was one of those things that I had been meaning to watch it. I just never have.
Mm-hmm.
You know, one of those things. So this was a good reason.
I think that's what's really cool is they have like a bunch of spin-off stuff going with like books and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw any of that. I thought that was really cool. But for anybody that you guys are probably going to be better at explaining it than I am because I've watched it over a year ago now. But do you guys want to explain what it is for the listeners?
Sure, Mike. Do you want to take that, or you want me to do it?
you can start and then I'll add stuff.
Okay. And by the way, Jelly Duck, no, you're thinking of the Butterfly Effect. We're talking about a movie called Butterfly Kisses.
It is on Amazon Prime to check out for free, right?
Yes, written and directed by was it Eric Christopher
Myers.
What's his last name? Myers. Yeah, I don't know why I was blanking on that. That's terrible. It's a found footage movie slammed in with a documentary style film. It was very interesting. And it kind of revolves around the folklore out of Ellicott City, Maryland, of what they call the Blink Man. And essentially the story goes that if you go to this certain tunnel at midnight and you stare down the tunnel, it's a train tunnel, you stare down the tunnel without blinking for 1 hour, at the end of that hour, the Blink Man will appear to you, and then you can never not see him, and every time you blink, he gets closer to you.
Yeah, that's yeah. I think one of the best comments I read on Amazon Prime was, this is the movie's somewhat Inception meets found footage.
Cool.
Film within a film.
There's a lot going on with it. It had a lot of different just stylistic layers. And I think I had messaged Wes, like I was 22 minutes into the movie, and I'm like, already this is the most unique found footage film I've ever seen. And I was like, so already I'm into it because of that.
Mm-hmm.
The thing I couldn't, like the acting was almost, I found myself I caught myself several times thinking if this was real or not.
Like an actual documentary.
Yeah, because usually with lower budget found footage films, there's usually, you could tell, it's like, okay, this is great, but it's not perfect. But this acting was like, everybody was on point. Even the actors that were playing them, that they were themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he had some, people from like Studio Unknown, those guys. they, I would have loved to watch how he directed them in those scenes, because it just goes to show that anybody can act, I guess. I don't know.
Under the proper direction, I guess.
Yeah. And also, he's in it. Like, that was also a pleasant surprise. I had no idea. So
I was actually I really enjoyed like the first half of the movie, but then the second half of the movie, when it went like super meta movie, I enjoyed that even more.
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, I really enjoyed that as well.
I didn't expect that at all, and that was awesome.
Such a huge meta commentary on filmmaking, independent filmmaking, and I love how literally it was just like, he's like, "Hey, critics of found footage, I hear you. It's right here. You're right here."
Mm-hmm.
It was neat because personally, the margin of error for found footage is this fucking wide. You know what I mean? Like it's very easy to mess those up.
Right.
And there's not too many of them that are well executed.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought he pulled it off very well while jamming a whole nother genre in with it. It was a good bending film.
Mm-hmm. Pixel Pia says hi. Hey Pia, how you doing? Thanks for joining us tonight. Right now we're talking about the movie Butterfly Kisses, directed by Eric Christopher Myers. It is available on Amazon Prime for free to watch. So if you're interested in filmmakers from the DMV area, the DC, Maryland, Virginia, we'll throw Pennsylvania in there too because it's kind of
Quad state area.
Quad state area. Yeah, but the acting is incredible in that movie. I really liked the script. I thought the script and the writing was the strongest part to that movie. I really enjoyed the writing.
Yeah, I was reading through some of the reviews, just as you do, because I'm an idiot.
You read it before you?
No. And I was just reading through, and some people were like, "Oh, this acting's not very good." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "Yeah, they're not trying to play like they're making a real movie. The whole point is it's a documentary." It's like,
right.
I thought they kind of nailed it for what it was. Honestly, like I thought they really, like Mike was saying, it was super believable. They did a really good job. I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Thought it was very well done. I think they really kind of did a good job of keeping Blinkman itself suspenseful. I think they handled a local legend, I think, with the respect it kind of needed. I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Michael, what'd you think?
I give it 4.5 out of 5.
There you go. Okay.
Solid rating.
The extra 0.5 is for the jump scare that got me. Usually I'm not.
Holy
I don't
shit.
get scared, man.
Was that in the tunnel?
What's that?
Was that in the tunnel? I don't remember.
No, the one that got me was whenever he's
right
laying down. Like he's laying
right
down, he's ready with the hammer.
Yep.
This is spoiler. We should say spoiler alert. All right. So maybe we shouldn't really talk about it. But there was a point, man, where I was like, and there's a formula to these movies and horror movies, right? When everything starts, whenever it's really loud suddenly, and then it suddenly goes silent, all you could hear is like breathing, and just background room tone.
Right.
Expect a jump scare. There's a formula to it, and I can always tell when it's coming. But for some reason, I got lost, and this got me, and it, that's where the 0.5 comes in.
I was not ready for it.
Yeah. And Pia asked what the name of the movie is we're talking about. It's called Butterfly Kisses. Yep. It's on Amazon Prime. I know everybody's kind of looking for stuff to watch right now because no one has anything to do. So I would highly suggest, if you like horror, I would definitely recommend this movie. It's a really unique kind of mashup of different genres.
Yeah, agreed. Watch it. It was really fun. It was really, for what it was really well done.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was pleasantly, I don't want to say pleasantly. But it was good. It was very good.
I wonder if I can get the guy up on my screen. What's he called? Blinkman?
Blinkman.
The Legend of Blinkman.
By the way, Peeping Tom as well. Yep. Blinkman.
Peeping Tom. Yeah, that's what I remembered him as. Peeping Tom.
All the scary eyes, as Mike called him. I don't know.
And I think they really pulled off the different looks to the documentary. You know what I mean? Like the films that were shot back in 2004.
Yep.
Just technically, they did a good job. And from an audio standpoint, it was great. The contrast.
Plus, anytime you can,
it was just yeah.
And anytime you make a found footage and you can get a nice little cameo from Ed Sanchez, why not?
Yeah.
Nice little feather.
Oh yeah, I forgot that he was in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spoiler.
For those of you who don't know, Eduardo Sanchez, writer-director of the Blair Witch Project.
Spoiler.
Ed Sanchez makes a...
It's been out for what, 2 years? 2 years. It's
It's been around. If anything, I don't think we've said anything that won't stop people from enjoying the film if they were going to like it anyway. So,
that should be our goal as filmmakers, is to be able to get to the point where we can make a movie where we have Eduardo Sanchez make a cameo in our movie.
I want to make one where like Martin Scorsese and Quentin Tarantino are just talking, and then like we just shoot them for no reason.
Dude,
not explained, no viable reason for it, and not out of disrespect, but just because.
I was thinking last night that You know how like this virus that's going around is like attacking older people and immunocompromised people?
Shit, there's a virus that's going around?
Jeez.
I was like, man, if we lose like Martin Scorsese or Steven Spielberg to this bullshit, I'm just done.
Like an hour before I got on, I was watching Larry David made a PSA about it.
Mm.
He was like, just stay at home. He's like, you're putting old people like me at risk. He's like, well, not like me. I don't know you. I'm not going to talk to you.
Yeah,
But he's just
I did
handled
see
it
that.
in the most Larry David way possible.
I love Larry David.
He's a gentleman's when he is.
Is our video private, or are people getting notifications about it?
No, I got notification.
You did?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
absolutely.
Because for some reason in the like the live room that it
Uh-huh.
yeah, it says it's public. So, okay, that's a good. It said this video is private, so I didn't know what that was about.
Yeah, no, that's great. I hope not.
Yeah. Also, everybody's kind of talking about this documentary on Netflix right now, called Tiger King.
Tiger King! Hell yeah!
Have you been following any of this at all, Mike? Because I know you don't
I
have
not,
Netflix.
and actually, if you guys want to talk about it, I'll go make a cup of tea because I don't want to be spoiled. Because this sounds
You don't
like
want us
a great
to
character
ruin
study.
Tiger King for
Yeah,
you?
I'm gonna go ahead and make a cup of tea. You all talk. All right, I'll be back.
So Mike is going to bail on the live stream for a quick moment.
I got a hot cuppa.
So for anybody that hasn't seen Tiger King, it's a documentary on Netflix about a guy, a character called Joe Exotic, who owns a private zoo in Oklahoma.
Yep. Sure does.
And if you want to explain anything from there.
He is a gay gun carrying like meth guy who owns a shitload of tigers, married two straight guys at the same time because he was giving them meth. And then he's got beef with this bitch named Carol Baskin in Florida who's trying to get him shut down. And he's basically just outright accusing her of murdering her husband and feeding him to tigers, which, by the way, a lot of... there's some stuff there. On top of that, basically the real-life Scarface is also in this documentary, and some weird asshole from Myrtle Beach who's just banging chicks with tigers. It's a mess, but it's holy shit is it fun.
It
is a white trash extravaganza.
That's the perfect summary of it.
I don't know how else to explain it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like watching two trailer parks crash into each other, and then a meth fire breaks out. And you're like, I don't want to keep watching, but I can't look away.
Pia said she started but couldn't continue. It was too much for her. So
no, I get it.
It is a lot.
A whole lot of white nonsense is what it is. It's
white nonsense.
Oh my god.
There's a lot going on, and I think that was part of the problem for me, at least in the first two episodes, is there was a lot going on, and they gave us like the hook, like, you know, he's arrested for hiring a hitman, like right at the beginning of the first episode.
Yeah, you know.
And so I was like,
immediately.
How is this going to kind of unfold over 7 episodes when we know, like, the ending already? What I didn't expect was for this crazy-ass story and how long it was with all these different side characters. People. They're not characters. They're people.
They are, and that's the scary thing. Is like, these are people, and I had made the joke. You know, I was talking to you, and I was like, I don't know, man. I was like, I see people talking about it. And I'm like, this just sounds like a Fulton County Tuesday for us, like, because we grew up in a weird backwards redneck town with a bunch of crazy people who were essentially characters. Like, that's not new, but that's the crazy thing that you keep in mind when you're watching this. Like, these are people.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, when you're seeing this dude dressed as a reverend at his dead husband's funeral, talking about his dead husband's testicles, and they pan over to this dead husband's mom, and she's bawling her eyes out, you're like, oh, yeah, this is a thing that happened.
And then he runs for governor.
Well, no, he ran for fucking president first.
He ran for president first, yes.
And I remember Joe Exotic. I remember the name Joe Exotic from when he ran for president, because the John Oliver episode of Last Week Tonight, I watched that. Because I was, obviously, without getting too political, the 2016 election had me wanting for candidates.
Yeah.
So I was looking at third-party options, like the Dickens.
Pia, thanks for stopping in. Have a good night.
Thank you, Pia. But yeah,
it was, it's a trip. It's definitely an adventure. It went a lot of places that I did not expect it to go.
Yeah. And it doesn't really stop there for a while,
Mm-hmm.
And it's every single time you think you've got one subsection of these people that you're like, okay, I can get behind this person. Something else comes out and you're like, no, they're all so completely fucking insane. All of them. I've just determined with my life that, like, if you're a person who owns an exotic pet, it's because you're a fucking crazy person.
Yeah. Yep. Everybody was absolutely crazy.
Well, yeah, it's like the one that's like Tony Montana in real life is honestly the most normal one in the entire documentary.
Which guy was Tony Montana in real life?
That guy from Miami with the hairy arms who got arrested for drugs. They talked about him in the first couple episodes.
It might just be slipping my mind.
I can't remember his name.
Mm-hmm.
Because I kept going, that guy is, they actually played like clips from Scarface when they were talking about him.
I do remember that. For some reason, I can't picture that guy's face. But it was actually... So, my biggest critique, at least for the first couple episodes with that series, was it's really messy. Because there's just so much going on. And I don't know if some of the backstory is relevant to, like, the big picture. But I guess it is in a way. It's just not, like, super relevant. Like, the dude in Florida.
Relevant. Yeah. The dude in Florida. Which one are you talking about?
The other exotic animal owner. Guy that owned all the tigers.
In Florida.
Yeah. Wasn't he in Florida?
That's the scar. Are you talking about the guy with the ponytail and the goatee? Because he was in Myrtle Beach.
Myrtle Beach guy. Like, I didn't really think his story was necessary in the film, and or the series, and there was an entire episode devoted to him, basically.
What it kind of felt like to me is what happened was this guy who was making the documentary just started out just covering exotic pets.
Mm-hmm.
And then he found all these different ways to cover the angle of the Joe Exotic / Carol Baskin war.
Yeah, I can see that.
And then you're like, oh yeah, by the way, this guy from Myrtle Beach who's making some good points is also a fucking crazy asshole. By the way, this guy from Miami who's also making some good points is basically a murderer in real life. It doesn't, like, they just kept finding all these weird angles and alleys to go down. I'm like, yeah, I'm here for it.
Yeah, it went absolutely bonkers. And the shit that was, like, making my jaw drop was how he would go on live streams and talk about wanting to kill her and shooting a mannequin saying, like, that's gonna be her, and all the videos of him, like, shooting things and saying, like, he was gonna kill Carol Baskin, and batshit. Absolutely batshit.
I'll say this: I did 100% love the once she sued him and she was asking for all of his like valuables. Like, I heard you want my watch. Blows it up. Just shoots it and blows it up. Heard you want my bed. Bam. It's like, what a legend this guy is.
Yeah. He
Is this a multi-part like show? Like, is there multiple episodes?
seven episodes.
My
7-part
God.
docuseries.
I don't know if I want to like get in this rabbit hole. You know what I mean?
Dive in,
I would
man.
recommend it.
I'd recommend it for nothing else than to really enjoy all the memes coming out from this, because God, there are so many.
It's not the best. Like, I thought Don't Fuck with Cats was a lot better and a lot crazier of a story. That one, I was, like, hooked. But there
Holy
were...
shit, yeah.
This one kind of... it kind of, like, falters a little bit in the middle of episodes and stuff, and I wasn't, like, fully engaged for the entirety of an episode.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. It's not, I wouldn't call it a masterpiece of documentary filmmaking.
But the story
it's
is
like,
crazy.
yeah, it's like, holy shit, I have to keep watching this.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, there's Don't Fuck with Cats, and this one's like, nah, the fuck with cats. They're here, they're big. You know, whatever.
Dude, Don't Fuck with Cats kind of messed me up for like a week.
Oh my God. That one was insane.
Did you hear of that one, Mike?
No.
Mike, do you not have Netflix?
No.
For
Still.
the love of God, get someone's login. Wesley, give them your login.
I can give you my login, Mike. What was I? Oh yeah, if you guys want to watch Uncut Gems or Parasite, I now own them on digital, so I can give you guys those movies to watch on digital.
Okay. I haven't seen either of those, so. Yes.
Mike saw Parasite.
Yes.
Nice. That's fun.
Or
How
the
was
Best
that?
Picture winner.
It's definitely deserved it.
Did it win Best Picture? So it was a pretty good one, I guess.
Mike, you know what movie Mike didn't like that much?
Uh-oh.
What's that?
Do you remember, Mike?
Uh-oh. Oh, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Yeah. Look, you're putting words in my mouth.
Am
It's
I?
funny, though, how he knew exactly what you were talking about by the words you put in his mouth.
Look. Okay,
I still haven't
I
seen
like
that either,
Tarantino's.
so.
I like Tarantino as a filmmaker. Okay, it's just sometimes his movies are just like throw up.
They're
looks
very self-indulgent.
Yeah, like the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, there were like scenes that were phenomenal to watch. Like the scene where Leonardo DiCaprio is acting, he forgets his lines and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's phenomenal. The scene where he goes in there and has that improv scene where he's bitching himself out. That's great. The entire scene where Brad Pitt goes to the ranch is phenomenal, and then the ending is great. Like the last 15 minutes is phenomenal, but overall, I too long. I just didn't know where they were going with it, and it's just.
My biggest criticism, I guess, of that movie is that, like, I absolutely loved the pieces of it, but I don't think the pieces really fit together to make a cohesive story.
Yeah, that's probably my main complaint.
Andrew, you haven't seen it yet?
I haven't seen it yet, no.
God damn it! What planet are you living on?
I just didn't get a chance to.
Didn't get a chance to.
That
Didn't get a
old
chance
jam.
to, Glessner.
Yep. Listen, I'm busy with the Milky Way galaxy behind me. You think I got time to watch films?
It's a lovely backdrop you got.
I bought my girlfriend this skylight for Christmas, and I was like, you know what? This Robin Shell blue wall kind of sucks. I'm gonna spruce it up a bit.
Where are you actually live streaming from?
I'm down in my in the basement living room.
Okay.
Not the first floor living
Yeah.
room. I'm in the corner, that little nook.
Mm-hmm. Got to get an office back there.
Well, that's where I'm. Once I convince the lady friend, this is exactly where the office is going. So.
Yeah. And then you need a computer and a camera.
Well, see, here's the thing. I had $1,000 or so earmarked to go ahead and lose in Vegas, and I'm not doing that anymore. So I might just go ahead and buy me some stuff. Oh, I'm so pissed off, man. I'm heartbroken. You guys watching this stream, Wes is my best friend. We've been best friends since we were kids. I've known him for 23 years now. He's getting married. I'm his best man. I'm like, I'm doing this man a solid. We've never been to Vegas. We've always wanted to go to Vegas. Bachelor party in Vegas. I don't give a fuck. We're going big. We're doing it. What happens? Corona happens. Oh my. The C word happens. And Vegas, who doesn't shut down for shit,
is
like
entirely
the shooting
shut
happened,
down.
and every casino in the vicinity was like, "Nah, we're good, just you guys, right?"
I don't even think the Mandalay Bay closed.
Holy shit! If that doesn't exemplify like the shit we're in right now, bro, I don't know what does. Like, it doesn't shut down for nothing. Right now, every single casino in Vegas is closed.
Every single one of them. The entire city of Vegas.
God, look. I mean, just think of it as a silver lining. Now you have more money to spend on gear and invest in the careers that you want.
See, I was hoping to take that grand, though, and turn it into, like, I don't know, 400, 500 grand.
I was gonna
In
say.
a weekend. As you do in Vegas.
Rain Man it.
Yeah, exactly. We count cards. We're counting cards. But yeah, like, well, no, now I'm definitely like, okay, I'm gonna buy a computer. I'm gonna get something of a setup. Mm-hmm. So I need a new car too. Though, so I don't
Do
know,
you really?
What? Dude, the old Avenir has 205,000 miles on it.
How many?
205,000.
Getting up there.
It's not dead yet, but it's getting to the point to where like it's starting to cough a little more than she used to, and
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, how is it still running?
I took care of that car though.
What movie was it where it broke down on the way to set?
It was the 48 hour, wasn't it?
Was it the 48 hour?
No. I think you're thinking of my old Monte Carlo with Binge.
No, your Dodge broke down. I think it was a Duel. Didn't it break down on the way to the Duel?
No. We popped a tire.
Oh, okay.
So it's different.
And then you had to go like really far away to get it changed.
We had to get off the interstate. Or no, we were on the turnpike. We had to get off at like Blue Mountain and drive over to Chambersburg to Mr. Tire because they could get me in and out. Mm-hmm. So we did that and then got back on the interstate or turnpike. But yeah, we had to go basically like 40 minutes out of the way.
Jeez. Because that whole process like added like 3.5 hours.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
When we were supposed to have a call time at like noon or something, and then you blow a tire on the way.
Yeah, me and the Dare Bear are just sitting there like, well, guess we're doing this for a little bit. Yeah, because it's like I can't drive on the turnpike to Philly on a donut.
I mean, you could have.
I could. I'm not going to drive to Philly on the turnpike on a donut.
That would be bad.
Yeah.
Mike, how many miles does your car have on it?
I have no idea. I haven't driven my car in a month. It's been sitting out in my driveway, just, not being used. Probably some bags of leftover McDonald's festering.
I go for
I don't know why, but I certainly thought he was going to say bags of sand. It's like a bag of sand.
I go for small drives like every other day just because I can't take it.
I went to the park the other day. There's a lovely park, it turns out, not too far from my house, that I wouldn't have given a shit about for any other circumstance. But it suddenly became extremely important. So,
were there a lot of people there?
Yeah, there was maybe about 6 different couples like walking as well, like from middle age to kind of older age, which again, every single time I see old people out in this environment, I'm like, what are you doing? Yeah. Go home!
My mom told me my grandparents are like out like getting their own groceries and stuff. I'm like, tell them to stay home.
They're sitting there and they're like, "Yeah, we lived through the Depression." I'm like, this is not the Depression. This is the Black Plague. You didn't live through the Black Plague. Stop it.
There was somebody that just died relatively younger.
That guy, the magician, or I just saw.
Yeah, what was his name?
I don't know. I don't even know what band it is.
You said musician. I thought you said magician.
I can't. I've slurred my words there. I had
Adam Schlesinger.
Adam Schlesinger?
Yeah. He was Fountains of Wayne.
Yeah, Fountains of Wayne. Yeah.
One of the guys from Fountains of Wayne died?
52.
Stacy's mom?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I guess it's not going on anymore. All right, you know what? Fine.
Andrew's cut off.
back.
Andrew's kicked off the stream, guys.
Pull back on that one, you pussies. Who was he? Was he the front man? Was he the guitarist? Or
Actually, he was... I don't know.
See, now I'm thinking of this is Spinal Tap. Did you guys ever see that?
No.
How, like, in the
Yes,
course of the
I
movie,
have.
they went through like 13 different drummers.
Fountain...
They're just like, the basic argument is like they're just completely replaceable. It doesn't matter, and I'm like, that hurt me as a person.
Mm. He
But,
was the singer.
Oh shit, that's crazy.
Pretty young. It's goes to show you that this
I
thing
mean-
not fucking around.
Well, in Rockstar years, 52 is.
We're Fountains of Rain. We're the Fountains of Wayne really rocking out though.
Yeah.
I-
Are you kidding me? Like, Stacy, can't you see? Like,
You're just
you're
not
not
the
the girl
girl.
for me? I know it might be wrong, but I'm in love with Stacy's mom. Fuck out of here. Tell me they're not rocking out. Like, they didn't have one of the greatest one-hit wonders of all time. Did they? Do they have any other songs that's, like,
I
noteworthy?
have no idea.
I'm not making fun of them. That's a terrible, it's a bummer. It really is, but
Hmm.
shit. Every time I sing Stacy's mom now, I'm going to be a little bummed. Wesley, fun fact for you. The night I won the Penn State Mon Alto karaoke competition by destroying I Believe in a Thing Called Love, Dr. Tyler Cade Pittman did the karaoke competition by singing Stacy's mom.
Oh really?
He did.
You
he
beat
stood there
Tyler,
and he was
huh?
like, Stacy's mom has got it going on. Stacy, because Tyler. Just deadpan always.
I hope he joins this like right at that moment where you're calling
I
him
want him to.
deadpan.
And I want him to see it. I'm calling you out, bro. I don't even care.
I don't care.
He was
The powers
nominated
of-
for an Oscar.
Who was the Adam guy? Adam's his
Yeah,
name.
he co-wrote the title track to Tom Hanks's film "That Thing You Do." He's the
Oh,
Oscar
really?
Golden Globe nominee.
Oh,
I
that
never
makes
knew
a
that.
lot of sense, actually.
does.
You doing that thing you do.
I hear a lot of
Turning my heart into
Andrew's gonna get us a copyright strike.
Oh yeah, I'm saying way too much of this, huh?
No, they're not gonna copyright strike that, but you're doing oh god.
I love it. Do you,
You
guys
look
not
like a-
love that thing you do? What
You
an
look like a
amazing
GD
movie.
moron.
What do you mean I look like?
I am.
I've embraced that a long time ago. I'm a fucking idiot, man. I am the smartest idiot who's ever lived.
I am the smartest man that ever lived.
Hmm.
That was a song. That was a bad, horrible cover of I am the greatest man that ever lived.
Oh,
Tenacious D, motherfuckers.
is that a Tenacious D song?
Yeah, I am the...
Look at that cup. That's a fun cup. Oh my god, my Thinking Art coffee cup. I'm pretty sure Nelson, the cleaning guy, broke my fucking cup.
Really?
I can't find it. It's gone. I'm like that.
Oh no, it's Weezer. It's not Tenacious D. Weezer,
That makes
greatest man that ever lived. It's called Variations of a Shaker Hymn.
I am
greatest
tentatively booked
band.
to see them live this summer. Maybe.
Oh yeah, are we even gonna be able to do that?
We'll see. That one's in August, so.
And did you see what?
Is your wedding even going on?
I mean, it's gonna happen that day, whether people are there or not. So.
Just roll it. Listen, if you guys are doing it, I'll be there. But
I don't know. I don't know anything that. This is just a crazy, unprecedented situation that I don't have answers to.
I love how many times Mike's face pops up and he doesn't say anything.
It's
just because he made a noise.
You know, there's only so many times I can facepalm myself during the day. I'm trying to be good about touching my face.
What are you face palming yourself for?
Just life. You know, it's just.
Did you just face palm yourself there? Was that what that noise was?
No, I put my hand down.
Oh. So, Mike, do you need some therapy here? Do you need to talk to somebody?
No, I'm good.
Mike, we're listening.
2020. Remember how I kept saying, Wes, 2020 is our year, man?
Yep. 2020
I want to go on
year.
record and still state we can't prove it's not yet.
True.
Okay? We're still going. We're still here. We're still pushing. I'm not saying it's been ideal. That's not.
Tomorrow, Yellowstone erupts.
Okay,
why not
then
right now?
You know what? Fuck. Honestly, what better timing? We're all home. Like, yep, might as well let it happen.
Doesn't
imagine?
Doesn't Kobe Bryant dying feel like last year at this point?
Yeah.
Yeah, it really does. What was it? Hard Times, the punk rock version of the Onion. Basically, they put a lot of parody, satire stuff. They're a sister site with Loudwire, which is a rock site. They put out an article the other day, and they were like talking about the guy from Trapped, like his just full on Twitter fucking meltdown, and they were talking about the parody account, and I was just like, dude, March has been the craziest fucking
year.
the craziest fucking year this month, you know, like it's.
And we have at least 30 more days of this. At least. I think it's going to be longer, too.
Oh, 100% it's going to be longer. I don't know that we've hit the meat of the curve yet.
We haven't.
We're talking about flattening the curve. We haven't.
Their projections are saying 100,000 to 200,000 deaths in the U.S. And we only hit 4,000? And they said basically these next 2 to 3 weeks are going to get really bad.
Yep.
So movies.
Happy times, guys.
Movies,
happy times.
Film things. Speaking of movies, so we had mentioned. Are we gonna make the big announcement?
Oh yeah, we can do that.
Might as well do that now, right?
Yeah.
So if you tuned into us Saturday, we had discussed
for the 30 minutes that the stream actually worked.
Yeah, we were a little heartbroken because we want to show Killer Be Killed to you guys. We want it to be out there, but we've already signed up to film festivals, so we have obligations with them. And then we woke up to see that we've hit 3,000 subscribers. And because we love you guys, and we are at 3.23K that I can see there. So, first of all, thank all of you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much for the continued support. We hope you enjoy our stuff.
Me being the catchy douchebag that I am, immediately I was like, hey, baby, 4K for Killer Be Killed. 4K for KOBK. I was like, look, let's do this. What we'll do is we'll put it out there to you guys, the fans. If you can help us grow, the second we hit 4,000, we'll release Killer Be Killed. To hell with the festivals. they can, whatever, if they decide not to show it because we're going to show it online to you guys, that's fine. The second you guys help us get to 4,000, we're premiering Killer Be Killed on the YouTube channel.
Might even be sooner than that if we don't hit 4,000 subscribers soon.
Might even, if we linger at like 3.4, we're like, you know what? Just love us, please. We need this.
We had a good run.
But here's the thing. We're super tired of teasing it. We're super tired of the hashtag soon thing. So the new one is hashtag 4K, 4K, OBK.
Dude, the moment that the First Take announced that it was canceling, I knew that this was just the beginning of it, and basically all of them were going to cancel or get pushed back. And I was just like, this is unreal. Like, we're going to have to wait until October to release this film, minimal. And October is usually whenever we do like the short scares, and I don't really want to. I don't know what basically October is going to hold for us this year. I don't know if it's going to be one bigger short film or if it's going to be two small short films like that. Again, I've been throwing around the idea of maybe doing a bigger budget, bigger short film. It's like a proof of concept for a feature. So shooting like a chunk of a feature, like a 5-6 minute segment of a feature, and putting like a good amount of money into it. That way we could show it to people and be like, hey, look, this is what we did with this amount of money. We have a full script. This is what we can do if we get X amount of dollars with this script. But anyway, that's just an idea of what I was thinking about for short scares this year. But regardless, short scares in some shape or form is going to happen in October. I don't plan on taking that away. So then it becomes like, well, do we want to release a big short film like that in October whenever there will be other short films, at least one other short film released in October, if not two? And then it becomes like an idea of like, is that too much content, at least short film wise, in a month that's kind of already crowded? Because everybody kind of releases horror shorts during the month of October. So it just seems like a bad idea to me to punt Killer Be Killed to October and release it then, with all those factors being considered. So then it becomes like, okay, then if we can't release it in October, then we gotta push it to what, December? Because November is going to be dedicated to all of the behind the scenes stuff for those short scares shorts. And December, I really don't want to wait 9 more months to release the short film.
For a movie that we started production on over a year ago,
2 years now. Or at least in a couple weeks it'll be 2 years.
Yeah, and it's like,
so I'm just like,
at this point,
it's done. It's been done. I just want to release it to the world and move on with my life.
Yeah, like, honestly.
Tonight.
What did you say, Mike?
Do it tonight.
Do it tonight. We haven't even released the trailer yet, Mike. The trailer.
The trailer. Tonight.
I could show it on the live stream to our 2 viewers.
I'm pretty sure I'm one of those 2.
Really?
I'm probably the second one.
So we're both following. Who's the one person who's not us watching? Oh, never mind. There's only 2 of us now.
It's probably Andrew and Mike.
And we're all just talking to each other.
I'm having fun.
What a gallant circle jerk this is. I don't care.
Oh, shit, Wes. Oh, never mind. I'll tell you later.
What?
You know what I found is weird is the staying power we have with these live streams. Like, because we'll get, a couple views here and there, but then you look at it later and it's like, oh, yeah, 90 views. I'm like, oh,
yeah,
cool.
I saw
People
our one
watching.
has 100 views.
Yeah, people are actually sitting down and watching it. This is awesome.
I don't know how long they're watching it for, but at least 100 views is pretty cool for something that we just, did on a whim. At least that first one we did on a whim.
Like, we would be doing this if there wasn't a camera. So, I mean,
right.
It's a little bit more structure because there's people involved. But yeah, we're, whatever. I'm fine with it. Mike,
Yeah.
by the way, don't let me forget to get your Activision ID before we.
Oh, this sounds fancy.
Well, if
Oh, is
he's
that for
playing
Call of Duty?
Call of Duty, I want to load up Warzone with him.
Did you say
Just
something? I
like
had my
die?
headphones off.
Oh yeah, I said I need to get your Activision ID.
I will figure out how to get that to you.
Appreciate it.
This
Are you
light
playing on
dying.
PC?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, well, that's one of the big things with Call of Duty is it's completely cross-platform.
I
So
don't
you
know
can
what that
actually
means.
join up and party. So ideally, I could be playing on my PS4 with a guy who's also playing on his Xbox, and like join up with Mike who's playing on his computer.
Oh, really? So I can
All-
play on my
all of
Mac?
us
Can I
can
play
play-
on my Mac?
Well, no, because Macs are garbage. If you had a PC, you could.
What's it called?
It's Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Let's check. Let's see if there's an edition for it.
Modern Warface is what I typed in.
Modern Warface, maybe. This is my Modern Warface. Show me your Warface.
Modern
that works for
Warfare
Little Jack?
3?
No, just Modern Warfare.
Number 1?
Well, it's
I don't
not
know.
number one. It's
I'm never going to
it's
play
a-
it, so.
You know, if you wanted to, you couldn't because you got a Mac.
This is true. Valid point, sir.
Mike is loving this. He's loving it.
Oh,
Hey, I love my Mac. I don't have any problems with it.
If you love your Mac so much, why don't you marry it?
Okay.
Yep. See, that's what Mac users do. They marry their computer.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Breaking news from TMZ.
oh God.
Oh.
O.J. Simpson convinced Carol Baskin killed her husband.
Way to pull in the experts, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
He would definitely know, so.
I remember, like, Carol didn't do it, but if she did, here's how she would have done it. Sardine oil. Oh, man. That's amazing.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty funny.
I love
Um,
this dude. Just it's perfect. It's
What?
so good. Just him.
OJ?
Fucking OJ.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's out there on Twitter. You know,
Dude, he is
every comment to everything.
talking about
wait,
fantasy football. I remember he was mad at somebody for ruining his fantasy football lineup.
That's terrifying.
Right.
You don't want to make the juice mad.
The juice.
The juice. Was it Jerry Duty? Look, it's the juice. Run, OJ, run. It is. It's probably showing Jerry Duty. I know that.
I don't remember that movie at all.
How dare you? Stanley Tucci is in that movie, and he does amazing.
Really?
Yeah, he was the
The
killer
Tooch.
the whole time. I think the Tooch.
That's what he's gonna be known as to me forever now. The
He
Tooch.
should be the Tooch.
So here's a cool thing. I don't know if you guys saw, but Marbletown hit 450,000 views.
That is fucking insane.
Yeah.
and I love it. Wow. That's awesome. Thank you, guys. How many new comments about Mike looking pregnant, though? That's the.
I don't think any, unless people commented underneath the one that has like 200 likes.
I made them know that I know that they're commenting, so that's why they're probably not listening anymore. I made it known to the world.
I'm gonna
Mike,
see.
I
If,
love you. I didn't think you looked pregnant.
Yeah,
I thought
no,
you
you
sold it, honestly.
It's a beer belly. What can I say?
Yeah, well, that's duh. I look at myself every day. I'm like, no, it's just alcohol.
Oh my
If I stopped
god! Like,
drinking,
look
I'd
at
be
the
great.
here's the newest comment. Is it just me, or no? Listen, is it just me, or does he remind me of one of the wet bandits from Home Alone 1 and 2?
what? I didn't see that one.
What are you, Marv? Is that?
Yeah, people say I'm Marv, so I keep saying, okay, if they're ever going to do a prequel or a sequel, I mean, where Marv has a son.
You know what it was? It was the hair.
Yeah, that's just
Yeah.
That's it.
Top comments.
What? That was under the damn he looks pregnant.
Oh, it was under that one?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh my god. Are you also 50 years old?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Hey, those beer bellies take ages to make, a lot longer than 9 months.
You know what? Here's a surprising fact. They really don't.
And then the guy responded, not pregnant because he is a man, but he is 50 years old. That's ridiculous.
Mike, I'm sorry for opening this door. I apologize. That was not my intention.
Oh, good. You know, it is what it is.
To their credit, you're supposed to be unlikable in that.
That's what I always tell myself. I love reading these comments, man. Like the under the thread, dude looks like the son of the curly-haired burglar from Home Alone. A new guy just said porno at the bottom. I'm like, great.
That's
okay.
it.
Yeah.
Where's that one? I don't see that one.
I don't know. It's 11 months ago. 78 thumbs up.
I love Mike takes this in stride. There's that one comment on the 48 hour that we just did. And someone's like, well, I thought the lead was miscast. I'm like, what the fuck?
Which one was that? Oh, was that with the
with date, click, repeat?
Yeah. It's like, what the fuck?
Wait, what happened?
People are horrible.
Someone was just like, well, I thought the lead was miscast. I'm like, dude, I'm a person. Calm down.
Wasn't that a friend of yours?
Oh, that's right. It was Curtis. Never mind. Okay. I totally forgot that was just Curtis.
I was like, I remembered they said that on the Reddit too, and I was like, I sent that to you. And then I found out it was somebody that you knew.
Yeah. Well, his Reddit name is super close to his gamer tag.
Oh, yeah.
So his YouTube wasn't, so I thought for a second maybe it wasn't, but I'm like, damn, dude.
So, 4K for KOBK is what we're thinking. So help us hit 4,000 subscribers by the end of this month, and we'll release it this month. How about that?
I'm thinking, Wesley, the easiest way to do that is to maybe release the trailer, and then we can push it that way.
Let me, I mean, nobody's watching.
Nobody's watching. It's just us right now.
I was going to say, I could show the trailer on here, and no one would even know.
They wouldn't. Well, you know what? Why don't we do this? When we're done, when we're wrapping up, just play that as the send-off.
I could do that.
That way it's there. It's
no
out in the ether.
No one's seen the trailer yet either, and I've been really anxious to release that to start building up the hype, but...
I've seen it. I'll be honest. I fucking love it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm glad you like
I'm a little privy, though. It turns out when you own partial owner of the company, you get to do things, just whatever. It's pretty cool.
Mike, you've seen the whole thing
show
too,
me.
right?
Really, I've seen it many times.
Have you? Well, Mike worked on the sound, so he's actually seen the full movie. Have you seen the full final cut?
I'm tired of seeing it.
I didn't see the final cut. I saw the final rough edit.
Mm-hmm.
When I saw it, there were still some, I don't want to give anything away, visual effects that needed done.
Gotcha.
If that...
They are all completed.
Nice. Okay. How did that one, and you know what I'm talking about, did that come together nice?
Yeah, it looks really good. What do you think, Mike?
Good.
What's that, the visual effects?
The one at the end.
The one in particular, the one that we're all thinking of.
Man. I think it's south,
Was that old Schwanky boy doing that?
Yes, sir.
He's getting good, man. He's
really
big,
good.
Major ups to Brian Schwank.
We did some VFX for a short film. We just shot it feels forever ago, but in the end of February.
A year ago, yeah.
But it included like setting a person on fire, and it was pretty cool looking.
Nice.
Just in visual effects, not actually putting them on fire or anything.
Not do it. Fuck it. Was it Buddy? Burn him down. Okay.
Surprised he didn't pop in the night.
I
Pop
know.
in and pop
What
that
a-
shirt off.
What a scant that sumbitch.
Like, what are people doing? Like,
Yeah.
you're supposed to be in your houses. You know what they're doing.
supposed to be at home, and you're supposed to be
Fuck it.
watching our live stream. They're
They're
probably
watching
all watching
Tiger
Tiger King. Yep.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. Which, honestly, at that point, I totally get it. You know, I'm not even mad.
No one's actually in this live chat, so I'm going to exit it out and put something else there. So I'm going to put
Yeah, if
something...
you're the
What?
if you're a person hanging in the stream, just put anything in the live chat. Just let us know that you're here.
It could be actually somebody that's watching without like an account.
Oh, that's also true. Well, to that person, I say thank you. Because I know I'm tuned in just to kind of follow along. I guess Mike is as well. I don't know if that would count you as a
I
live
don't
chat
know if
viewer.
it counts me because I don't even have it technically open. I just have like the it's called like a live stream studio.
Yeah.
Like I can see all my URL settings, key settings, latency. I can turn on 360-degree video.
That's fancy. Don't do that. Love the modesty sheet you've got going back there.
Yeah. It looks ridiculous. But it does save everybody from seeing my dirty floor.
You're talking about ridiculous.
That looks awesome. Not.
It actually is pretty cool. I love it. Don't. How dare you? I'm in space,
The
dude.
suit is black knot.
And you wonder why
So
I
does
don't have a camera.
Mike, you
What?
gotta get on the cam.
I can sit in my underwear with my pooba doll.
Pooba doll.
Poo doll. See, look, I'm
It's
just
pretty doll.
I'm slurring all over the place.
You're drunk. Go home, you're drunk.
It's
Let's
just
see if
funny because I
this-
didn't throw this entire bottle down while we were talking.
Let's see if this works.
good. It's good stuff. Do it.
I want
Let's go for it.
to video capture,
Oh boy.
window capture.
Uh-oh.
Is it window capture or video capture?
Maybe you're playing a video, right?
Yeah, I just want to see if it works.
Is it weird of me to say video capture would be the way to go? Is that like too stupid?
Yes. Okay. There it is. It should take up my entire screen for just a moment.
Oh man.
Oh man, that is the entire movie.
Which, by the way, did take up the entire screen.
What is happening?
Hit your weird red X on the left side, you freak.
I gotta remove that. So I almost played the entire movie.
Whatever, let's do it right now. No one's watching. Stream it.
This
We'll do
is
live
true. No
commentary
one will
on it. Because Mike and I have some thoughts.
Can play that for the DVD commentary, as Brandon always said. Play
The
it
DVD
for the
commentary.
DVD commentary.
Yeah, for the commentary.
What the f is this thing called? I just
Thinking
saw
of Brandon Shark thing now. He's just like,
trailer. When did I download this? Past 30 days? The Real Panic. Oh, here's
Good
something I
stuff.
didn't show you guys.
oh,
So, let me pop this on there. Logo. Window capture. Okay. 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 Here we go. Now this should take up the entire screen. You guys ready for this?
I'm ready for this.
Bam! Yeah.
What?
Oh. Oh. Oh, well, that shit was fancy.
Did that work?
The motion logo.
Yeah. It's
With
the
the circle,
new
circle
Thinking
there?
Art logo with the motion and everything. I think you may have seen
I'll
it
sing
already,
this.
Mike.
I don't remember. I don't think I did.
Oh, it's fancy. Oh, it's just fancy. Did you see it?
Granted,
It was weirdly screened. I didn't see the whole thing, but
yeah.
Oh,
it worked.
it didn't. Well then.
I got the gist of it.
Let me do it again. And of course, I closed out of the damn thing. Oh God. I don't know what I'm doing with this stuff.
Oh boy. All right.
All this was me trying to look for the trailer, and I got sidetracked.
Really making these people work for it, huh?
Yep. Ooh, that was a good image that I just clicked to. So let me pop this up. And this
What
will
was that?
allow me to frame it up so you guys can actually see it okay. So now let me resize this beast.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, this is what I opened it up to. Just randomly clicked.
Look at that tall drink of water.
Oh yes.
Can't wait for them to be like, he's pregnant and a murderer.
So, all right, you guys ready for this?
God, that was like, I think 20 or 30 pounds ago. Your boy got pretty fat there for a while.
For a while?
You know, a decade.
Still.
Whatever. No one's counting.
Should I do this?
My chin goes into my neck. Look at that picture.
What are you talking about? When you see this shot of me, you're gonna be like, dude, you have man tits, your belly's hanging out of the shirt. Get out of here. Come on. I'm waiting for the fat comments.
Mike, we are the worst
Like,
action
look,
movie
right there.
stars I've
Like,
ever
look at that.
lived.
Jesus.
Looking good.
You're pretty handsome there. Got some taco meat showing.
Taco meat.
What the fuck does that even mean?
I don't know, but I love it.
Taco meat.
Slinging out a bit of that chest, you know?
Oh, yeah. That's my nuggets, man, not taco. I can't do tacos.
All right, so let's premiere the trailer here for our one viewer.
Let's do it. Listen, viewer, you are winning. It's all for you, baby.
Here we go. Can you guys hear and see it?
I can see it. I can't hear it because
I
volume
didn't
turned
play
down.
it yet, but here we go.
Gentlemen, welcome to the game.
I think we should work together.
Only one of us can go.
Boom! Ladies and gentlemen, our one viewer. That was the trailer for Killer
Now
Be
you gotta
Killed.
release it because you already just put it out on the internet.
So really, lady and or gentleman, there it is. Lady,
See-
gentleman, or in between. You know, we're not telling you how to
I should
feel.
have done like a voiceover for that trailer. From
Cool.
Thinking Art Entertainment.
Yes, let's do it.
From the team that brought you Marbletown and Nefarious.
Does it say nefarious?
One man, one way. Yes, it did.
I don't even
I
remember
have
what
a-
I put on there. What's
I have
that?
a comment. There were more than 4 men in the game. It's fine.
I mean,
Really
yes,
doesn't
but
matter.
no.
Yes and no. Fuck Sean. That's what we're all saying, I think.
Technically, there's 6.
Team.
No,
We never
technically there's
said.
6.
We never defined how many people there are in the environment.
Right, but one person is killed off screen.
At least one.
At least one.
At least one. Ooh, Mike.
Spoiler alert, everybody,
There's an off-screen death right there.
to our one listener.
No, I'm just talking about his booty hole. That's not what I was. No spoilers here.
So I do want to release the trailer, but I actually want to put a release date on it, like a stamp.
You're not going to have one. Corona is
No.
destroying everything.
I think-
Just-
I think don't do that. Just put at the end of it hashtag 4K 4KOBK, and then we launch the marketing tonight.
just release it now.
No, we just released the trailer tonight.
Yeah, but I want to put a release date, that way people know when to look forward.
Nah, stop it. We can do that later.
Because the whole idea is you release a trailer to market it, and so people know when to tune in for it.
So go into the editor, throw the hashtag 4K 4KOBK on there, and then that's the marketing. That's why we're doing this, and then once we hit 4K, we'll give a warning that we're going to release it on
And then
this
if we
date.
don't hit 4K
boom.
until October,
That's on them. That's not on us.
then we're just
Wait,
right back
so
to square one.
So it's showing at the Shorts Festival, right?
Yes,
Do you have to pay to watch it, or is it free now?
it's free.
Yeah, so use that as the release date.
So you'll get to watch it on your TV, on your telly.
On the tube.
Is there going to be like a live chat going?
Yes.
Oh, Christ. So I'm going to get the fat comments live.
There was actually 60-some viewers for the last one.
Good.
All right.
I was actually pretty impressed with how many viewers they got for the first live stream.
I'm actually kind of glad because I mixed it, obviously on the PC and just with headphones, but I never got a chance to listen to it pretty much with speakers. So this I'm pretty confident sound-wise it's going to be,
Mm-hmm.
So it worked out,
I am pretty confident in it as well. It's a shame that we won't get the chance to see it on the big screen for a little while yet, and I don't even know when that's going to be, if it's going to be. But at this point, I'm ready to release it into the ether.
The atmosphere.
Into the atmosphere.
Or film universe.
So, what you guys got going on this weekend, and
Same shit as today. Just
I think it's funny that you think we have an answer for that.
yeah.
I didn't know if you have like a TV show that you're going to start tomorrow, or
I'm gonna start watching Homeland since Showtime is giving a free month.
There you go. I need to dive into Westworld. I haven't watched season 3 yet. And then, by the way, Lil Dicky has a new show on FX called Dave, which is phenomenal.
what is it?
It is hilarious. It's called Dave,
Mm-hmm.
but it's the rapper Lil Dicky. It's like it's a show about him, and he's hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you're not watching Dave, fucking watch Dave.
I've never even heard of this show.
You just heard about it. Watch it.
Did I? Was I listening?
I swear to God, you son bitch. Check it out. It's fun. You can also miss out on good television. That's fine. It's not my prerogative. I don't give a shit about you, Wes. It's your life. You live it.
I wonder if I can live stream a video on Facebook and then just take it off.
Yes. Yes, you can.
I'm sure you can.
You
You
can.
100% can. Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
You can live stream it, and if you do that, it'll stay as a recorded video, but then you can delete it whenever you want.
Yeah, but can I just do like a can I upload the trailer for the Killer Be Killed, do like a live premiere, and then it disappears after that?
I don't know. I don't even go live with pre-recorded video,
Yeah, I don't know either.
considering it's not.
You
know,
can do a premiere, because I was just
live.
on Phil Carroll's premiere for his short film on, I think, Friday.
Well, yeah, you can premiere and then you can delete it,
Yeah.
but that's more up to you. I mean, you got to be quick with the draw on that one.
I don't know. I'm bored.
Let's do it. Fuck it. Why not?
Oh god.
Go ahead and throw it up. We'll hang on as passersby just to see how it goes.
We went up to 4 viewers,
Hell yeah. What's up?
and now we're down to 2. No. So for whoever just joined us, we premiered the trailer for Killer Be Killed on this live stream that nobody was watching. So
Just look. I mean, just release the trailer on Friday, and then it'll be the trailer for the festival, and then I don't know, dude. Just
I'm gonna come up with a date, and we'll release the trailer next week. How does that sound?
all
How
right,
about no? How about we release the trailer immediately?
tonight? Just kidding. No balls. I'm kidding.
No balls.
Come up with a
No,
date.
no kidding. You pussy. Do it.
Jesus.
You can put. Well, no, it's going to premiere at April 26th regardless, right?
It is going to premiere April 22nd, I believe. Oh, Ed is in
Okay,
the
so
house.
That's the date. Oh, Ed Kester, baby! If Ed wants the trailer again, we got to play the trailer.
We'll.
Was the trailer laggy though? I feel like the trailer.
It probably was.
If for nothing, just for Ed.
There's nothing I can really
Right.
do about the lag. So let me go back into this again. I don't remember how I did it. Window capture. I can't do lower res.
That's
Have
what
you got
happens
this
when you
fucking
guys shoot 16K.
Window
34K raw.
Somebody's gonna show it on the side of a house.
It's a gig a second, you know.
So let me open this biatch.
We're playing it on the mast of the Titanic. Just keep playing, boys.
Okay.
You know what? Look, I
March
watched that recently,
2020.
and
Just
it
keep
actually,
playing, boys.
I enjoyed that movie. I did.
Titanic.
I fucking
Yeah.
hate it. I hate it so
It's
much.
a good James Cameron picture. You know what I mean? It's a
Susan loves it.
Brooke loves
Okay.
it too. Brooke loves that. And she loves Pearl Harbor, and every time she wants to watch Pearl Harbor, I just start singing "Pearl Harbor sucks."
Is that does that look good?
That's big.
It's way big.
Oh, it's big. Okay.
Just make it like small, like shrink it a little bit. You know what I mean?
It's so big. I can tell you the last time Mike flossed.
What?
I swear to God, I'm gonna get so many fat.
It was his teeth. His teeth were there.
But that gap in my damn tooth.
Boom, Michael. I love that you think that I'm not going to take a shitload of flack on this film. We're going to get destroyed, brother. But hey, you know what? At least we're going down together because we're partners.
Over before it even gets
And I
started.
love you. No, you stop it.
Are you ready for this? Ed, you can be one of the first people to see the trailer.
Shrink it down just a little bit more, maybe to try to help the lag. Maybe I don't know.
I can do that.
Because this is Ed we're talking about. We need to make sure
Ed 100% is watching this on like an 80-inch screen.
he's watching it on his big ass TV, like the big ass one. So you know what I mean? Just shrink it down. For
Dun
him.
dun dun! There's another viewer about to. Oh, they left. Ed, you're getting a private showing of the trailer right now.
Gentlemen, welcome to the game.
I think we should work together.
Only one of us can go.
Boom again.
You know what you could have done? You could have. I think
Oh,
there's an
God.
option in OBS to upload a video.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well,
I don't know
do it
how
now,
this
'cause
stuff
you're-
works.
Well, at least in OBS Streamlabs. I don't know what you're still using.
Hey, Ed, how's them goosebumps feeling, buddy? Don't you feel silly owning an entire chair when you only need the edge of it?
Oh,
This is the
boy.
fucking content you're here for, and if not, get out.
Oh, man. So you guys really want me to release the trailer without a release date?
I don't know, you're gonna have to
Yes!
think about it. You're gonna have to think. Look, I
That's-
mean, at this point, it's all screwed up. It's all screwed up.
It's
because
all
of what's
screwed
going
up.
on, man. So
Hey,
Hollywood's gonna change. you
what's
know?
that?
Hollywood is going to change. It's all going to be direct to DVD. They're not even doing Blu-ray and HD anymore. It's just straight to DVD. They're going back there. I don't know. I'm just rambling now.
You're
See, Mike,
just
check the
rambling.
comments. I'm already getting called Piglet with a machete. So
Hey, William, how you doing? Thanks for stopping in. Did you get to catch the trailer?
for the third time.
Just keep playing it over and over again.
Listen,
Every time a viewer comes on.
there should
Why
be an
not?
option
We're gonna-
where you can upload the video and it won't be choppy.
I
You
don't know
what
how
mean?
to do that.
Dude, just go to your ad, like hit the ad button. We're going to do this live stream in front of everybody.
Okay. So I hit the add button.
Should say like video or something like that.
Video capture
while they're-
device.
While they're doing that, Ed, Will, how y'all doing? Oh, he saw it. He caught it.
Okay.
That's what I'm getting from this.
So I don't know. Media source.
I think
So
that's it.
Media
Watch
source.
the stream's going to go off.
Yeah, I'll end up crashing it.
No, just release it on YouTube, you know, in your 16K, whatever you shot it in.
It's only 4Ks. Jesus, Mike. 4 of them. Not 3.
Well, we're
4.
doing good, buddy. How are you?
Doing well, William. Thanks for hopping on here on a lovely Wednesday night, I believe it is. I don't even know anymore. I saw...
We're just hanging out. We're just watching some videotapes. You know, just doing things.
Yeah.
I got the corona.
That's a joke for 2 people.
I got the corona. Well, I saw Florida is finally under a statewide stay-at-home order, finally. And water after that.
Mike trashes Deacons. He'll never under. I did not trash. I loved fucking 1917. Okay, I was in tears at the end of that movie, silently crying to myself because I enjoyed it so much. However, no, I'm just kidding.
My
Deacon, you know, went, oh, Blade Runner 2020, whatever. You know, I'm just kidding.
I'm so angry.
Yeah.
Did
That
you
was a
see it?
masterpiece.
Let's
Did
win
you
an
see
Oscar for
2049?
cinematography that's all animation. All right.
I'm gonna punch you square in the mouth.
Just kidding.
This is where it all burns down, huh? Over deacons. Over goddamn deacons.
Anybody can.
You don't
shoot
make fun of the
something
god.
that's like- I'm just no. He's fantastic. 1917 was a masterpiece.
Did you see No Country for Old Men?
Bits and pieces.
Oh, god damn it.
Bits and the fuck, Mike?
You have to
No
watch
Country for
that.
Old Men.
While you have nothing else to do right now.
Dude, I have a list. All right. I'm
Dude, the
getting through it slowly.
cinematography in that movie is magnificent. You have a list? What's on your list? Let's hear it.
I already told you the other night, man. I'm going through the 70s.
So it'll take you a while to get to No Country.
Yeah.
Ed says, Jesus, Mike. Jesus.
He knows.
William, are you talking about Javier Bardem's haircut? Because if so, I agree. I would love to see you rock that haircut. For anybody
I feel
that
like
doesn't...
that haircut is the answer to the question, what's the most you've ever lost in the coin toss?
Yeah, yes, it is. For anybody that doesn't know, I've been doing a live stream on Tuesday with William from Miscast Entertainment, where we talk about only movies. Not really. I mean, it's mostly movies. 90% movies.
Oh,
But every Tuesday.
Does he do live casts? I wasn't aware.
Yes, he does do live casts, if that's what you're calling them.
Does he ever get call-ins?
He does get call-ins.
That's fun. How do they go normally?
They go well, I guess.
Cool. Do they ever get weird?
I don't know why.
Oh, okay. No, we'll shelve it for there.
I'm gonna call in
So
with
no-
different voices.
Death of the movie industry, yes, it is.
Is that what you're going to do, Mike? You're going to call in with different voices, perhaps different characters, maybe have some tragic backstory. Who would do that?
Hey, did I ever tell you how I lost my legs? It was 2020.
I mean, Mike said shirts aren't required, or will.
Oh,
be.
Jesus!
God.
Doing it.
I like how
Doing
it censored you.
That's all it took. It's really all it took for me. Just boom.
Oh, my God.
So, William, we have another DJ in the house tonight, apparently.
Does DJ take his shirt off all the time, too?
The one guy that joins his stream always has his shirt off. Always. I feel like you were leading on to something there, and I wasn't sure what you were leading on to.
Who?
You.
Oh, I was just saying things. It didn't matter. It's this isn't the first time my shirt's been off on film, but it's okay. It's fine.
What is going on?
You sound like you have a backstory you want to tell people.
Oh no. I forgot most of it. It's fine.
And as Andrew Glesner sat there with his shirt off, this stream started to go to hell.
It really did.
That's usually when it does. I'm popping the shirt off and things just subtly go downhill.
At least you're not pouring liquor on your naked chest, yelling Obama.
No, I'm not gonna do that. This is ice water, and that would be.
The one
I'm
night,
not ready for that.
I think Derek was the only one drinking, wasn't he?
Oh, the Obama night?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
We were
Or
just
he
like
was the only one.
hanging out, and for whatever reason, Derek was like getting hammered, and he took his shirt off and just started pouring liquor or beer on his chest, going, Obama! Yeah, it was
pretty
really
fun.
weird.
It's good times.
And then I went to get Chinese food, and I told him he couldn't come with me, and he started crying, like bawling to me about wanting to go get Chinese food with me, and then started telling me about his stepdad's horse cock.
Jesus.
Yep.
It's funny how those things come up when you're drinking.
Right?
Right?
I wonder what he's up to these days.
Nah, who knows?
So,
Who gives a shit?
so Andrew, Pennsylvania has online poker legalized,
I know that they do.
Just saying.
I've heard some.
You could hop on the PokerStars train if you get bored enough one of these days. At least your tats are out of the shot.
That's right. Got them secret ones y'all can't see. They're hiding my shame right now,
Somebody got sick of seeing your shirtless bods, so that's good.
Yeah. Let's just say I got way too into Fountains of Wayne there for a while, and I might wear it on my body, so.
I feel like there was
Tying
something
it
else I
back,
wanted
that's
to
right.
talk to you guys about, but I can't remember what it was. Miscast says, reminds me of the time I watched a small man from Nepal fondle the soft underbelly of a moist dolphin wearing bedazzled green jack boots.
What?
What?
It's not unlike that.
Excuse me.
It sounds pretty familiar to that. Pretty similar to that, not familiar.
I mean, I think we've all been there, right? Yeah.
That's a Wednesday for me. I gotta figure out why the chat is,
Why it's behind a bit.
Yeah. Well, it's not behind. It's just like not. There we go. Fixed it.
Nice. Oh, he's gonna scroll. He's gonna scroll.
I did a scrolly.
Scrolly polio.
Scrolly polio. So, in the news, guys, are you going to be watching WrestleMania this weekend, or is it next weekend?
I actually might just because it's free. Right?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. I believe it is Sunday. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Which would make a lot more sense than actually getting those people together right now.
Yeah. Pop the shirt back on if you don't mind. Oh, there it is. There it is.
WrestleMania 36 was in limbo for a bit as the coronavirus pandemic, blah, 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 blah. Originally slated to take place on Sunday, will now go down this coming weekend with a majority of the show emanating from an empty WWE. We already knew that. What's more, given the unfortunate circumstances, WrestleMania 36 has transformed into a 2-night event. This year's Showcase of the Immortals will go down on Saturday, April 4th, and Sunday, April 5th will have both shows. I was actually thinking about just watching it because there's literally nothing else to do. I haven't watched wrestling since I was maybe 10 years old.
Well, I was going to say, I can't tell you the last time I watched an actual live broadcast of WrestleMania, so...
Ed said, didn't one of the top stars drop out because he was worried about the virus? It wouldn't surprise me. I didn't hear anything, but it really wouldn't surprise me.
No, they didn't. Roman Reigns dropped out.
I'm guessing you're saying he's not one of the main stars?
I mean, he actually is. These people just give him shit all the time.
Oh.
That joke landed for every wrestling fan watching, so fuck off.
And William says, no, but I may slap.
You slap into a Slim Jim?
I'm gonna slap into a Slim Jim.
Oh yeah.
What did I Oh yeah, I tweeted at Slim Jim the one day, and I said, you guys need to market bigger Slim Jims called Thick Jims. They did not respond to my my suggestion. But if you ever see a Thick Jim, just know that it was my idea, and I'm going to sue them.
Or a Thick James.
A Thick James. Thick James.
Thick James, bitch.
Thick James, bitch.
Oh, man.
One of my favorite things to do, or at least used to do, to James whenever he sat near me, was sit at my desk and just go, James. James. For anybody that doesn't get that reference, it's from Impractical Jokers.
Sal?
Yep.
That seems like a Sal thing.
Ed says, oh, wide Wessie.
Gargantuan Glessy. A mega messy.
Mega messy. I don't know.
William. See you, buddy.
Will is heading out. Thanks for stopping in, dude. Have yourself a good night. I can't speak anymore. Have yourself a good night. Stay safe down there. Don't go outside.
Nope,
don't do it.
Not like no reason, honestly.
No reason.
You need food,
Just don't do
fuck
it. I was actually thinking about getting some takeout tomorrow from somewhere. I've been trying to at least order once or twice a week from a local restaurant just to kind of support some local
That's
peeps.
like it's. If we're not making dinner at our house, we're grabbing it, but we're grabbing it local right now.
Yeah. Yeah, so you guys ordered from, I think, was it Montezuma?
Yeah. Yes, it was.
What did you get other than that big-ass chips and salsa?
I got, what was it called? The Fiesta something.
Fiesta in my mouth?
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what it was. But it was, what was it? I got a soft chicken chimichanga. I got a cheese quesadilla. And then I got 2 taquitos.
Mm-hmm.
1 chicken, 1 beef. With the whole, Mexican salad, as they do.
Mm-hmm.
And then I stole some of Brooke's rice and beans.
Perfectly timed sound effect.
You nailed it, sir. You scant.
Mike, have you been eating out or anything?
Just went to Lizzie's in Greencastle tonight. So, yeah, we've been trying to... obviously, we're cutting back until we get our checks and stuff in the mail. But
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
You went there?
Well, I mean, I went to pick it up.
Oh, okay. I was going to say,
Yeah.
You motherfucker.
Is John Allison still... Are they making
They're
takeout?
doing, yeah, takeout, yeah.
Cool, okay.
Danny McReacts is in the house. Hey, Danny, how you doing?
Man.
People are coming on after we premiered the trailer for Killer Be Killed.
Yeah, no, we're up to 6 now. Should we just keep rolling?
Every
We'll talk for
time
another
somebody
2 hours.
joins.
Just release it. Just
I want to point out, I took my shirt off, and then we started to get more viewers, so I'm not saying they came for this.
I'm
but
glad you put your shirt back on.
I'm
Really
also
glad.
not saying they didn't.
The benefits of not having a
Oh,
webcam.
no, Danny, we're serious. I took my shirt off. That's also not what you're talking about, but that's what I'm going to make it about. Because I'm
Danny,
weird.
I'm doing well. I got dressed today. I had nothing to do, but I got dressed. I don't really remember what day it is anymore or what is on the agenda for anything, any day. It's all just a blur. I got nothing. How
It's
about you
all
guys?
a blur. It's all a blur. Remember that song?
I do. I actually was listening to them kind of recently.
Was it Zebrahead?
Yeah.
It's all a blur. Okay.
Danny, you should do a reaction video to Andrew's dumbass singing.
Oh, man. You don't have enough time. Because I did a good bit of Stacy's mom earlier, and that's just too much to cover.
Ed says, shirts or skins, some of us are loyal viewers. Thank you, Ed. We appreciate that.
We do appreciate that. And by the way, if we're going to keep going, I got to grab some more beer. I'll be right back. You guys talk amongst yourselves.
So, Mike, how you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great.
You sound
I'm
like
doing
it.
fantastic. Yeah.
One of these days, we're going to get your face on there.
I will
On the
look.
video.
Next time I go to Wally World, maybe I'll stop by and get a cheap webcam.
You don't have a webcam?
I have one on
He's
my
a liar.
laptop, but I have a PC on my.
Dude, get yourself a video capture card and run it to your 90D or 80D or whatever that thing's called.
Look, man. I mean, money
But if it
might grow
doesn't
on
go
trees
well-
for you. Just kidding.
Doesn't go up. Blame it on your ADD. Baby.
I want to get a video capture card and run my Black Magic for a live stream once, but I really don't want to go out and spend, $150 or whatever they cost to do it for. We don't really live stream that much, and once real life continues, we probably won't live stream anymore, so
I think we should. I think now that we're doing it,
yeah.
we found a reason. As long as, we'll have to see
If
what the
people tune
feedback
in,
is, but I think-
yeah, if people like it. Are you guys enjoying these live streams? I know that they're pretty, there's not really much structure behind them, but this is just us hanging out because We're bored.
It's just us talking shit because we got nothing else to do. We haven't all caught up. We just like to do it once a week.
Danny says, yes, good idea. The pool movie where Andrew played the uncle, that character was epic. And he also asks, are you using a program to stream? I am. I am actually using OBS, which is, I think, what Frank uses. But William uses XSplit, which apparently costs money, so I didn't decide to go with that one. Yeah, thanks for popping in, Danny. We appreciate you popping in, saying hi, viewing for as long as you can. We really appreciate it.
If you got some beers, open them. I look down at the live stream and watch me just like looking at what beer I'm drinking.
Yeah.
Like, what is this shit?
So what's next on your watch list, Mike? I know you said you're in the 7th.
No, I think tomorrow night. What were me and my wife gonna watch? Was that movie with Christ,
Double
Ewan
chocolate.
McGregor and
Trainspotting?
no, about the tsunami.
Oh, The Impossible.
Trainspotting, yeah.
Yeah, I think we're gonna watch that tomorrow.
Yeah, the tsunami of heroin. That's what you're talking about, right?
No, I have a list. I'm just gonna slowly start.
The Impossible is really good. I think the director, he's a Mexican director, but I think he did the second Jurassic World. I forget that guy's name.
I'm watching a movie on.
There were two Jurassic. Oh, Fallen Kingdom.
Yep. J.A. Bayano. Bayano? Bayana? I don't know how you say his name.
I'm watching a
Say,
film
I'm
right
a
now
real
from
Paul
Showtime.
Kingdom.
It's called The Captain. It's a black and white German film based in World War II.
What's it?
It's fantastic. If you guys have
Interesting.
Showtime, It's
I do.
World War
What's
II
it called?
movies. The Captain. It's about a deserter who finds a officer's uniform and wears it, and then, decides to play the part and recruit a bunch of soldiers and be a dick to them. I don't know where it's going. I'm only 30 minutes into it, but
It's a movie, not a series?
that's a movie. Yeah.
Okay. We actually watched a black and white movie the other night, The Lighthouse.
Oh, I need to see it. Is it artsy fartsy and I'm not gonna like it? Because I don't like artsy fartsy.
I
Well,
don't
it's
know if
got
you're going to
William
like
Dafoe,
it, Mike. I think you will appreciate the performances. The performances are really good, but the movie's pretty obscure.
Yeah.
But it does do a good job at kind of creating and maintaining a consistent tone of dread throughout, which I really liked that tone.
Oh, that's something we need to be watching right now.
Right?
And just in case you needed some extra consistent tone of dread, Mike.
It's like I watched Contagion last night. I was just like,
Oh
I'm not
yeah,
watching
why
this.
did you do that?
I it wasn't as bad. Like, I mean, it was great. I love that movie. It's fantastic.
It's a good movie.
But it didn't freak me out as much as what I just found. Like the science
Mm-hmm.
and the accuracy behind that screenplay is phenomenal.
Yeah, they did a really good job with it.
And it just reaffirms my thought that we are screwed as a nation if a virus that has 25 to 30% fatality hits our
Oh,
country.
yeah.
Because, if people aren't taking this seriously, dude.
Yeah,
I
that's
think I posted, I was like, some of y'all's English teachers never made you guys read Mask of the Red Death, and it shows. Did you have to read that in school, Wes?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
There's one where they throw the big party, they're hiding from the Red Death, and then he just swoops in and kills everybody because that's what he do.
Oh, right. Ale, thanks for the great influence to grab a Bruja.
Listen, if you ever need an excuse to drink, you don't want to do it alone. It turns out I'm always drinking. That's fine. I got you, brother. I don't want you to ever feel bad,
Maybe next time I'll grab a rum and coke when we do this.
Ooh. Throw a little lime juice in there, make it a Cuba Libre.
Haven't had an alcoholic beverage in a long time, but I feel like I'm due because I have nothing to do.
Dude, that's honestly, if there's one thing that I'm so pissed off about, I wanted to get you so fucked up in Vegas. And I can't now. at the same time, all of us together, all of us getting fucked up in
Somebody's
Vegas,
getting arrested.
someone was going to get arrested. One of us might have died, and it's probably going to be like me or Pete. And honestly,
Pete would have definitely died and or gotten arrested.
at the very least, I would have woken up with no pants beside him again. So that.
Danny asks, have you guys heard of the app House Party? No, what is that?
Is this like a video chat app where everybody drinks?
That could be kind of cool. I did see that, what's that card game? Cards Against Humanity is now doing like a live stream edition or something like that.
Yeah, I did see that. Where it's a party. Well, they had there was a ripoff of that called Evil Apples. They've been doing that for a while, but I guess Cards Against Humanity jumped on board.
Oh, yeah.
And need to give you a recommendation, something golden, straight down the middle, not super light.
Miller Lite.
Looking Pilsner? Are you looking for Pilsner? Or are you looking cracked as well, is the question I have for you.
Mike just recommended Miller Lite.
That's
He wants
PBR.
beer, not water, you son of a bitch.
PBR. It's cheap.
Mike,
PBR.
are you drinking?
No, I just had a cup of tea with whiskey. Well, yeah, I am drinking.
With whiskey?
Whiskey.
No.
That's not drinking. He's having tea. There's lemon in there too. It's more for voice than anything.
Danny says House Party is like Skype where you can have multiple people talking at once. My wife had 8 people talking together at once last night, all drinking and having a blast. That sounds pretty cool. I've never even heard of it, but I will definitely look into it. House Party.
Yeah, that sounds fun. Ed, are you rolling out of Maryland now? Is he living in Maryland now? I'm just trying to think of recommendations for stuff I can give him locally, beer-wise.
I think Ed lives near Bethesda, doesn't he?
That's Frederick. Oh, okay. Oh, shit. Okay. There's a couple of really good local breweries in Frederick. What was the one I did stand up at? I can't. Rock. Oh shit.
Rockville?
No, I can't think of the name. Oh,
Rock
that bothers
Man?
me. But there's a nice little craft brewery just tucked right in the middle of Frederick.
Rockwoods?
They had a really good blonde ale.
Rock Bottom?
High Rock.
Something rock,
the
something
boat.
rock, and I can't.
Rock the
Oh
boat.
man, this is
Rock
driving
the
me
boat,
crazy.
baby.
Something
the
rock.
boat. Rock
Is
the
it a
boat.
beer? What do you...
Well, no, it's I'm just thinking of like a local brewery. But yeah, Ed, if you can go to a brewery, anything like a blonde ale or like a pilsner or anything wheat based is going to be nice and light. It's going to have some flavor. It's right down the middle.
Like a Hefeweizen.
A Hefe is perfect. Yeah, the flavor profile is not going to be too overwhelming, but it's also going to be just a good beer. So blonde ale, Hefe, wheat based, pilsner, any of those. Even maybe just like a red ale would be good. Yes, Rockwell. Thank you, Ed. He knows.
I
He
said
knows.
Rockwell too, you sumbitch.
You didn't, you goddamn liar.
I said
you
it-
might have. You know what?
I said it with
apologize
all of the
immediately.
other rock words I was saying.
What? See, my name is not Norman, but still Rockwell. Yeah, Rockwell. Yeah, they used to run an open mic there, Ed, and I got to hop down there once, and then they shut it down because it turns out inviting 20 strangers that you can't control to tell 5 to 10 minutes of their material sometimes isn't the best business model because some people are just trash.
Andrew, what?
How dare you?
Danny says, I'm an Apple user, so it's like FaceTime on steroids. Fantastic app. I actually have it pulled up here. I'm definitely going to look into that because it sounds
Yeah,
cool.
Danny, what you realize is when you're using other applications that aren't Apple-based, it turns out those apps tend to feel like an Apple app, but better. It's weird how that happens.
Andrew's very anti-Apple.
Oh my god, I can't stand it. It's the cult. It's the cult phenomenon of Apple. That's all it is.
overpay for stuff.
Just so excited to be part of the Apple community. You know, the community.
Oh my god, we're gonna get our Starbucks and then just play with our Apple.
Ed is not happy about us making fun of Apple, or is he? I can't tell. Is he booing Wesley or is he booing us? We'll see here in a second.
Look, there's
What are
two
your
things
thoughts?
I don't like on
Lag.
this road. It's Starbucks and Apple.
Man, I love Starbucks and I love Apple.
Starbucks can't do a straight. Look, I went in there. Remember whenever me and you for that short film went in there?
Mhm.
I said, "Can I just get a black coffee?" She looked at me like, "What do you mean? What do you mean?" I'm like, "I just want a black coffee, no cream, no sugar."
Yeah, it's
Just
because
give it to me
nobody
straight."
buys that
Oh,
shit
Mike,
there.
you're
It
a lie. You
tastes-
can always get a black coffee at Starbucks.
It tastes like ass. They burnt the shit out of it because I'm convinced they use really low quality coffee and they have to burn it to
strong
give it
roast.
any.
It's got some to it. I don't know what you get. I always go for the dark roast, though. It's just mine. That or their, I get their Trenta Black Cold Brew. Just
You get a Trenta every
big,
time.
chilled- Yeah, because I'm a monster.
I only get Trentas whenever I am like really tired. Because they
Oh no, I drink it.
jazz me up.
Oh, it's like jazzercise for your body. I love it.
And Final Cut Pro, Jesus, the third
Oh.
pin.
Get out of here.
Can't even get
We
on
used-
Fs.
Ed says, I'm an Apple and Starbucks slave. I hear you. I don't have an iPhone. I do have an Android, but I am all in on using Apple computers because I hate Windows 10. I hate Windows. Don't like it.
No,
I've never had a
No,
problem with an
it's-
Apple computer. I have had endless problems with anything in a Windows associated PC because all the software, all the hardware isn't really compatible. It doesn't really work well together. But
I've
everything,
never had a problem, sir. Never had a
I
problem.
will
Well,
kill
I
you.
No, it's very simple. The issue you run into is the hardware manufacturers, not the software manufacturers. So they're building it a little bit more open
Yeah,
source.
they use a
You've
lot
gotta-
more cheaper parts.
Well, but
that
it
are
depends.
from
Again,
different manufacturers.
It's the same argument when you're talking about cell phones for like Apple versus Android. There's great Android phones out there. There's dog shit Android phones out there. It's a matter of what you buy. You've just got to be a little bit more knowledgeable as a consumer. Like you could get a PC for half the cost of what you pay that outruns your Mac. It's just a matter of doing the research and knowing what you're looking for. Granted, I'll say this: Mac is a very user-friendly base, and that's their goal. I
You know
get
how much child labor they use?
A lot.
I'm just kidding. Everybody.
almost as much as every other software and hardware manufacturer.
Danny
I would
says
say that,
Final
yeah.
Cut Pro for the win. I like Final Cut Pro. I don't use it 100%, and I'm actually kind of getting away from using it. I wouldn't say completely, but I've been using DaVinci Resolve a lot more lately. And really actually liking DaVinci Resolve, and I might try to switch over to that full time. But I use Premiere Pro for a lot of stuff too.
I was going to say, then you kind of. I just always remember that conversation you and I had when you were trying to color key the one thing. And you're like, just to find the right color of blue in Final Cut took forever.
Yeah, Final Cut is not good for color stuff. DaVinci is really good for color stuff, and that's actually, especially for stuff where I'm basically shooting it, editing it, and coloring it for a client at all. I will just do everything in DaVinci.
So just so we're clear, not Final Cut.
Not Final Cut. I only do right now. The only thing I do in Final Cut Pro is like the YouTube videos, like a behind the scenes tutorial, anything like that. All short films are done in Premiere Pro. Ed says, sorry, I'm skipping. Danny says, paid version of DaVinci Resolve. I have. So, Danny, whenever you buy a Blackmagic camera, they give you a key code for the full version for the software for free. So, I do believe I have the paid version, but I didn't have to pay for it. Ed says, if I could figure out a super smooth round trip between Premiere and Resolve, I'd be all about Resolve, but it's the king of color apps. Ed, what's your workflow like for the two? Because at least how we do it for our short films is I send the Premiere project to my colorist. He renders out the entire movie in ProRes 4444, which is humongous, and then colors that in DaVinci. And apparently, even though he's rendering out a movie, a single file, DaVinci has some sort of auto software or something that can detect the cuts. I don't know. I'm not that fluent enough to know that kind of process for DaVinci and the coloring process, but that's what he told me he does.
Nice.
Yes.
Ed will understand. You fucking...
I am 100% on board with what's happening here.
I use Premiere Elements.
Do you really?
No, yeah, well, I have it, but yeah.
Is that even in my... I mean, I guess it would be. Ed says, so I used to try to export an XML from Premiere, then open it in Result, and that worked great, except it never transported anything other than the cuts. Yeah, Ed, I actually... This is actually why I started coloring in DaVinci and actually editing in DaVinci, is because the XML that I would take from Premiere would always get jacked up whenever I'd put it into Resolve. Like, I remembered all of my clips, like, the edits were there, but the in-out points of those clips were completely not correct. So, basically, it just messed up everything I edited. Very frustrating. So that's why I just started editing in Resolve, and then coloring in there as well. But I'm not a great colorist, so I'm just learning color, really. You guys should jump on the coloring and editing.
Me?
I don't know.
Well, listen.
I'll get right on that with my
in my
phone and my tablet.
I'm actually surprised you were able to. I mean, was that the first thing you ever edited? That little short humor sketch you did?
Yeah.
I was actually kind of impressed with you editing something.
Well, no, here's the thing. Because I shot it all by myself, I edited it all, and then I sent it to you to add some music to it. Granted, my Samsung phone made it very simple. Like, I had to line it up right, but then I could go in and cut the pieces as I needed to. But it's not that I don't have a decent eye, you know what I mean? I just don't have the equipment, and I haven't put the time in that I'm like, hey, I'm super comfortable doing this when it matters.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I think that was great practice, and I would love to do more stuff like that, where I'm just like, I'm dicking around, like I'm making stuff that doesn't really matter, because it's good to get comfortable with, because really it's just trimming down your shot, making sure it overlays completely into the next shot, it follows through, there's no weird lag. I get all that. That makes a lot of sense. It's just I haven't done enough of it to be like, I'm super comfortable with this.
Right.
But that's it. If I get a PC, one of the things I'd like to do is help you at least piece shit together.
One of these days.
It'll happen soon. I'm carrying my weight here,
Ed says we'd be off by a lot of frames too. I'm glad it's not just me, and I'm glad it's other people are having issues too, because it was driving me insane. Danny says, I did hear that DaVinci was great for color correction, but a very solid video editor. It did seem a little redundant when I tried it 2 years ago, too complicated for a total beginner. Now I might be okay using it. Yeah, you've gotten better with your editing, so I don't think it would be as overwhelming for you, so one of my biggest things when I jump into a new editor is just learning where things are and learning the hotkeys, and if I can change those hotkeys to what I use in other editors without messing up the way certain hotkeys that are like relevant to that specific editor. Because like
You
certain
can generally
what
you can generally change all that stuff fairly easy on most every PC-based
you
software.
can change
It's
it
crazy.
on Mac as well, but certain buttons like are like program specific, I guess.
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
Like for instance, Premiere Pro has a function called a slip edit. Final Cut Pro does not have one of those. That dumb face, I'm gonna knock it right out.
Slip it. You want to fucking go? I actually might hit my. I'm gonna stop.
You're gonna punch your phone. So, Mike, you said you're going to watch The Impossible tomorrow. Andrew, what's next on your to watch list?
My to watch list. I think
Parasite!
tomorrow.
What?
Well, yeah, no, that's definitely on the list. And actually, I'll probably get that information from you and watch. Was it Parasite and then what was the other one?
Uncut Gems. The Sandman.
Yeah, The Sandman, baby, snubbed. But that, and then I need to dive into season 3 of Westworld. I just finished season 3 of Ozark.
I don't know. I never got into Westworld at all.
I get it. I can understand that why people wouldn't. I'm so deep now that I'm like I gotta dig back. I saw the second season of Altered Carbon is out on Netflix. I enjoyed the first season of that.
Mm-hmm.
I also saw that they just added season 2 of Happy. So
Oh yeah, you love that show.
It's so fucking ridiculous.
I
just
remember you
can't
trying to
not watch
drunkenly
it.
show that to us one night. Nobody wanted to watch it.
Nobody was into it, but I'm like, oh no, it's fun. Look, he just shot his head, and now they're dancing. It's fun. So I've got options. A lot of television is what I've got right now, not
Yeah.
so much movies. Other than all the movies I haven't seen that I need to watch.
See, I don't watch much TV, so I really don't watch much TV or movies overall because like I'm usually working and then I come home and fucking work 6 more hours and then go to bed and wake up and do it all over again. So, but now like I've been so bored, I've been actually watching a lot more stuff. I watched both Happy Death Day and Happy Death Day to You or Again or whatever it's called. I don't know. They were on, so I watched them.
There you go. That's fair. Yeah, I need to sit down. One of the things I'm really hoping to accomplish with this time is take all of my stand-up material, put all of it together in a nice cohesive way to know what I'm looking at as far as full-on material, and then find ways to break that into like a tight 5, a tight 10. You know what I mean? Just really smooth all that out. I had the time to do it. As far as like writing some extra stuff, I talked to you a little bit about it earlier this week, and I was saying every time I sit down, it's because it's what we're dealing with right now is just the full on, the quarantine. That I was like, most of the jokes that I think of are just like COVID and quarantine related, and that shit. Like as far as like staying power, that's all super hacky. It's not going to be able to go anywhere.
Right.
So I was thinking, I was like, I might, if I can put enough of that together, I might just do like a live stream where I do all of that the quarantine-esque material. I'm still kicking that idea around because going live is going to be weird because it takes away one of the most key components of doing stand-up, and that's the crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no one to play off of. I don't know if I'm getting laughs. I don't know if it's funny. Exactly, but that's the thing is that the crowd lets you know if it's funny.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have a crowd, you're like, okay, we're just going to roll right along and assume. So I don't want to do that, but.
Danny says, sorry to cut in, but I have to get back to editing a video. Great chatting with you, gents. Be safe and stay healthy. Make sure to check out the app House Party. I will definitely check it out. Danny, thank you so much for stopping in tonight. We really appreciate it.
Have
a good night. Stay safe. Be healthy. Wash your hands. Mike, how about
And Mike
you?
Reacts has left the building.
Mike, what is on your kind of to-do list during this time?
I've been, whenever I'm like close to napping or holding my daughter, I watch these Pro Tool tutorials
Mm-hmm.
because I'm trying to learn how to do different mix downs for like surround
Okay.
sound and stuff. And then other than that, just I don't know. I'm thinking about doing some voiceover stuff.
Yeah.
Just bullshit. I don't know.
Keep putting out those like Winnie the Pooh videos and stuff. It's fun.
I see. I would love to do that. I just need to get motivated, and then it's just
Yeah. It's tough to be motivated right now.
It's like that's what I figured. I told Cassandra, I was like, I just want a month to do absolutely nothing but the stuff I want to do, and now that it's here, I'm just like, I just want to stay in bed and play video games. Like it's like
We all thought that was the answer, and it turns out no, we're all just lazy.
And it's like every day, every morning, I come down and I open my computer and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna look for work. And I'm like,
It's not out there. Yeah. So actually, here's something I did: is I wrote a short film, and I'm thinking about trying to film it entirely myself.
Huh.
Mike finds that humorous.
I can't wait to see it.
Like acting and everything?
No, I wouldn't act in it.
Oh.
I don't think so.
Who's going to act in it?
I don't know yet, but that is an idea I've been kicking around, and then I would do like the normal behind the short and tutorial or anything like that. But also, I actually started to and then actually Ed and I were chatting about this. So Ed, that idea that I was just talking about is separate from the idea that you and I were talking about. Ed and I were talking about an idea that we could all kind of try to contribute to remotely. So trying to tell a story, trying to write a short film, a story, and be a cohesive narrative through multiple people at multiple locations. And we were trying to think about what stories could work that way and stuff. So those are two things that that I've been thinking about doing. Ed and I talked about doing that second idea, but another thing, I actually started writing some episodes today to maybe film over this time, and I figured that I've always wanted to go back and kind of do more tutorials, but I never really have the time/desire to whenever I'm doing like editing a short film or editing a client video or whatever. But now that I have all this free time, I was thinking about actually doing some like filmmaking 101 type videos where going over like essential like lighting basics or sound basics or
Well, you put the light behind you. Everybody knows that.
or editing basics. So I thought that would be kind of a cool thing for me to do with this time, is just kind of revisit the basics and teach people that could be coming to learn filmmaking from our channel the very beginning of the entire process. Yeah.
Sure. You want people to know all about the technicalities.
I do want them to know about the technicalities. For anybody that's not privy to that joke, which is really only me and Andrew, the first movie that I ever worked on outside of college, and I think it was Andrew's second movie at the time, right?
Yes. Yep.
We're
talking about Reaper, correct?
Yes.
Yes, because Hidden Camera was the first movie I worked on. Reaper was the second. So
the director of that movie would how would he say it? He would I forget how it
the
happened.
quote that sticks out of my mind was, "That's what I like about you guys. You're all about the technicalities."
No, it was that we were about story and character development, while I'm all about the technicalities.
That's what it was. Yeah, he was. Yep. Yes.
But yet, all of his like technical information was incorrect.
All of it. It turns out literally all of it.
He would physically put like studio lights in the scene and have actors stand in front of them, and whenever an actor would move, you would see the light just shining in the camera.
That's art.
And it's not like a practical light, Ed. It's like a fucking
Full on 1,000
studio
gigawatt
light.
spotlight. Yeah, it was noticeable, is what it was.
Sounds artsy fartsy to me.
I
No.
guess that's a word for it.
Fartsy is a word for it.
Ed says, "Gotta respect the craft." This maybe he was just on another level that we didn't understand. And he also said, "Lord."
Yeah, maybe he was playing 4D chess. That's true. You
like
can't
a,
rule that out.
You could do a live stream talking about production sound.
I would be
Since
down
we're
for
not
that.
gonna- I guess I got to get a camera for that, don't I?
You probably
Yeah, I was
should.
gonna say, or you could like break it down to a live stream, like where you guys talk about sound. You could do one, see if Mr. Ed wants to get involved and talk about actual videography. You could break down maybe color correction, like editing and special effects with Brian. Like find the people whose niche is here, and then do that as well.
Mhm. That could be cool. I could be down for
You can
something
talk
like
to
that.
me about being completely fucking useless.
We're doing that right now.
Yeah, this is what this is. It's like, what do? I drink and I'm here. It's what I've got for you, brother.
Ooh, one of the ideas I was actually thinking about doing with that filmmaking 101, I don't want to call it a course because it's not really a course, but like series, I guess is a better word. I thought about doing a video where I asked other filmmakers such as Ed or some of the other filmmakers that I work with on a consistent basis, basically, what are the 3 biggest mistakes that you made when you were just a beginner? Or what were the 3 biggest things that you learned as a beginner that, like, you wish you had known sooner? And kind of making a compilation of all those things.
Oh, rates.
Rates?
Oh my god.
What's exactly about rates?
You know,
You're shortchanging yourself a lot.
I started full-time freelance in August, or wait, no, I guess full-time freelance in December after whatever. We'll get into that. But so I started, and I realized that I could have been full-time freelance all this time if I just charged the proper fucking rates.
Yeah.
And I think that's the one thing, and it's like, I understand, like, this, like, the Facebook groups, the frugal filmmaking, blah, blah, blah. I get that. Everybody wants to make movies. And I keep saying I got into this business to make money, And it's like, if people don't start charging proper rates, this industry is going to go, nowhere.
Yeah. That's one of the things that's been like hard for me to adjust to, is kind of adapting, I guess, like a business sense of the entire business, the industry. Is like, I'm more geared towards like the creative side. So, but you need to make money if you want to make this a career. So you have to start thinking about things in a business manner.
I do think that's where I may, at some point in time in life, prove somewhat valuable. Not yet. I haven't yet. But
And
I think when it comes to the money side, I think I could. Yeah, I don't know. I think I could shine there. I have a knack for selling things, so I think I could. We'll see. Maybe that's my gem. Maybe that's what we haven't done yet that I haven't tried.
Hey, Hugh is in the house. Hey, Hugh, how you doing?
Oh shit! Look at you showing up. It's my guy right there.
Ed also wrote, I could talk color for days. Just ask Mike. I've bored him to death before.
He is obsessed with color.
And he also...
Honestly, look. You go ahead. You say what you're going to say.
I was going to say, Ed also wrote, I'm assuming this is either the biggest mistakes or the biggest things you wish you had known sooner. Talking about the exposure triangle and color balance, which I think are 2 huge ones that a lot of beginners would not really know or would struggle with for a while.
Yeah. I think looking back, at least my perspective on our first couple, projects that we did, I think we spent a lot of time to rush, if that makes sense. Like I always felt like we were trying to push it out. It seemed like we just weren't.
I mean, we had no idea what the fuck we were doing.
Yeah, and that's really what it was. We were just super, super green, super. I mean, granted, our first two projects out, we did 2 full fucking features. You know what I mean?
For whatever reason.
We were ambitious, is what we were. You know what I mean? We were wide-eyed. I'm like, we're gonna steal this, and honestly, I wish we could go back and talk to our younger selves and be like, yeah, bro, make some shorts.
Mm.
And don't get me wrong, there's a piece of me that will always love Blind Circumstance. There's a piece of me that will always love Binge. They were honestly, I loved working on them. I loved doing them, but it's like, man, we could have saved ourselves a lot of stress
And a lot of money.
a lot of money. And that's the money. The crazy thing with this, that's money you and I didn't have at the time that we literally had to fucking find.
Yeah.
And we blew it. And we blew it.
I mean,
because
we
we didn't know what
really
we were doing.
considered blowing. I mean, it all went to somewhere. It's just.
No, it did. And honestly, I guess it's
not like we rolled up to Vegas with it, put it on black.
Might as well.
You might as well, yeah. It really is no different.
I think we tried to get one of those in the Sundance, didn't we?
No, I don't think we ever submitted to anything like that.
Oh, never mind. I'm thinking of the other.
We only submitted Blind Circumstance to one festival.
Oh yeah, and we were totally heartbroken when it didn't get in.
Yeah. And
yeah.
7 people in the audience, and we were 4 of them. Hugh, we were talking about, basically, I was thinking about doing a segment called, like, Filmmaking 101, and one of the ideas was having a compilation video where I interviewed, not really interviewed, but have, we could do this right now, where, like, Ed, for instance, could record himself talking about, like, the 3 things that he wished he knew sooner as a beginner. Where was I going with that? And then, for instance, like for me, it would probably be the going back to doing the features thing. Like I would not do a feature now. Like Mike has been trying to talk me into doing a feature for the past like 2 years, and I'm just like not ready. I want to make my big thing is I want to make a short film that I feel is fully what I envisioned before I'm comfortable enough like jumping into a feature again. Because like
look, I've worked on 10 feature films or whatever as a sound guy, and I can tell you right now, there's no excuse for our group.
Like we've already done 2, and the first one it was me and Wes. That was cast, crew, etc.
Look, there's no difference between the short films that you guys shoot and a feature film. It just takes longer to do.
It's time.
There's no difference, guys.
It took us a year apiece.
Yeah, Hugh just said a feature film's never going to happen for us. Maybe he's... I misinterpreted what he said. He says just do it, so I think he's saying just do the feature. I think he was talking about making a perfect short film, basically. I don't think it's going to happen either, but I want to at least feel... My big thing...
you submit a perfect piece of cinema, quit. You're done.
My big thing is, I guess, I want to feel fully in control and feel like I fully know what I'm doing. And
you're never going to do it then.
Maybe not.
Do you remember Steven Spielberg? When Steven Spielberg was making Jaws, do you remember hearing what all he was like, oh, his career's over. He's going to get fired off the picture. It's a disaster. That movie went on to make millions of dollars and set him up to be our idol, sir. Okay.
And
he was what, 24, 26, 25?
I just like think back to Nefarious whenever the stunt was failing, and we had to have Marissa wrapped because she had to be on a train. And I was literally in a panic, and I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. There isn't a plan B. And if we don't get this stunt, this shot that is not working, we don't have a film. We don't have an ending.
But
I mean,
we've had those moments.
I did figure it out.
Every shoot.
I mean, that's the part of, like, I just don't want to have that stress on a feature, you know?
But you're going to.
I know.
I don't think you can avoid that. I think that you think that we can get to the point to where we're going to be that lucky that we're not going to have those issues. But I think that's part of indie filming. We're going to hit spots where like, fuck, how do we do this?
Yeah, I think that's every filmmaking, all filmmaking.
Yeah, sure. But every time we've hit that, we've figured it out.
Hugh says, you learn every film you do, you will always have stress. This is very true. I just, Nefarious was the most stress I've ever had on a film set.
I don't know that that's true.
He was that's the first time I was like looking at him and I was like, oh fuck, okay.
I wish we had someone filming BTS when we were doing Blind Circumstance and Binge, because there were some moments where you and I legitimately blew up on each other.
Well, that's not like, I wouldn't say that was like stress.
You wouldn't say that was stress?
I mean, it was. I don't know. I don't.
You're gonna take like a 20 and then like come back and like we had to figure our shit out and then go back and film.
Sorry. I think like we were different people and that was like a different time, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
We were still barely outside of college, and
yeah. Well, no, super green, super. We didn't know what we were doing. There was that point where like you were trying to direct me. You didn't quite know the right words to put me in the headspace, and I didn't know the quite way to pick up what you were saying to like give you what you wanted, and that caused us to butt heads, and like we got angry at each other. But that was like I mean, there were moments.
At least with those, like there was an end in sight. Whereas, like whenever the things were falling apart on Nefarious, it was like the entire project was collapsing. And
when the clock is
this
ticking.
room filled with people are all looking for me for the answers, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know.
Fucking guy. Yep. Yeah, that's fair. I don't know, dude. You want to talk about me and stress, dude? It's always we're on the road with film in hand, making it into Philly, and we've got like 40 minutes to make a 39-minute drive, and there's traffic, and I'm like, I want to kill myself.
Yeah, that stuff's been pretty stressful too, which is one of the reasons I really don't want to do the 48 hours, because it's just way too stressful for me.
If we're going to talk about that, I love the 40-hour film festival. I think if you're an independent filmmaker, there's no better way to just challenge yourself, flex your muscles, and try to grow. I think we as filmmakers have gotten every possible thing we can out of the 48-hour film festival. I just don't see a need to continue it.
Yeah.
That's
Ed says, every time I do anything with a camera, I feel like I'm building the plane mid-flight. Yep, that's a pretty accurate analogy.
Yeah.
But building off the 48-hour thing is, with all this, who knows? We all might want some sort of normal and camaraderie that we might want to do it just because.
We end this quarantine in July, I'm 100% grabbing everybody together. And
yeah, exactly. I just want to hang out with you and make a movie.
Doesn't even matter. Let's just do it, Briss. If you're going to do the masterclass kind of thing, though, you definitely need to do an episode where you just, like, have Hugh show you all of his toys. All of them.
Hugh has a lot of toys.
My God.
Oh, what really sucks is, like, we had a couple of video ideas that we were talking about doing and we were going to record, but now they have, like, the whole stay at home order and everything, and those videos are getting delayed, and basically my entire slate of videos has just been wiped out. So that's why I was thinking
Yeah.
like this filmmaking 101 idea that I've like had before could come into play now, and I could just create these kind of quickly. I don't have to put like a super crazy amount of time into them.
Well, no, you could literally just do like for the most part a live chat. Like
I wasn't going to do a live
with
chat
Monkeys.
with like the lighting tutorials or the editing tutorials or anything like that, but I thought and I never even pictured a live chat for anything. I thought what would be cool is like telling Ed or Hugh to just film yourself talking about 3 things you wish you knew sooner or something. Or Mike.
I think I'd rather do a live stream, have some questions.
God damn it, Mike, you're always different.
These are easier, man. I can stay in my underwear. You know, I guess I can if I'm going to be.
Mike,
do a live stream,
I've been
too.
bottomless this entire time.
The only
I
thing
don't-
with live streams is
I'm
like
just
they have a
balls out
very.
over here.
What were you saying, Andrew?
I'm just balls out over here.
Balls out.
Just blowing in the wind.
The only thing with live streams is they have a very like finite lifeline, whereas a video you can do all the SEO work and have it found years later.
Start a Twitch stream, and then do filmmaking.
Can
Let
you-
somebody doing it.
After the fact on a live stream, can you go back and change like keywords and stuff to
You
improve
can,
the
but
SEO,
no
or
one really watches live streams after the fact because they're so long. People want to watch something concise, like a 5 to 12-minute video on whatever topic they're searching for.
No, you're right. We've been rolling for like 2.5 hours at this
Exactly,
point. It's gonna
yeah.
be hard to come back and be like, no, I'm buckling in for this. Let's watch Titanic all over again. But these guys just talking shit.
So that's my
want-
that's what my plans are.
I just want to do a big spiel about mic placement.
I really want to do that video, Mike, and I'm wondering if we should do it remotely or if we should just wait it out and collaborate on it together.
I think the way.
Oh,
we
no,
have it
what I
would be
really-
better.
I do too.
Doing it live would be great because then you could do the whole like you could use the Derek example for everything. Or you just sit in the corner like, how's
Oh,
it sound?
God.
Oh, you're good. You're
Yes. Yes. That is
So, Bob,
actually something we
every-
got to put in there.
good. Every short that we've worked on where we've had a professional sound guy, I've sounded pretty okay. Turns out I'm quiet when Derek's in charge.
Hugh says you can edit the live stream for people who missed it, make it shorter, then you can see it. We could do that, but I don't really want to edit a 2.5-hour live stream.
I don't blame you. Although it's easier than you think. You start flowing through and you're like, oh yeah, that's where all this shit was.
Yeah. I don't know. It's something I'll consider. I don't mind doing these live streams like this, and especially if like tonight we had a couple things that we knew we wanted to talk about, but we kind of free flowed for lack of a better word for the majority of it, and I thought it turned out pretty okay. But I think like going forward, it would be cool to kind of get like have the live stream have a topic, like sound with Mike, or video and color with Ed and Hugh, or acting and comedy with you, or
With who? With you?
with Andrew.
With you.
With Andrew.
You're,
Can't spit
you're
that
taking
one.
it all away already. You see, I tried to do the comedy, you were just ripping it from me, you son of a bitch.
I knew what you were going for, and I didn't want to give it to you, so I just took it right from you.
Well, you're a monster, you know that?
So, anything that you guys want to say before we wrap this all up?
Stay safe. Stay indoors so this thing gets over so we can get back to work. That's it.
That's it for Mike.
Yeah.
I appreciate it's guys, try to find a way to make this time, useful, meaningful.
Productive.
Like we're all just stuck indoors. I think we all feel trapped, but it's like there's plenty of stuff we can all do to better something better ourselves. Like just use it. Don't waste it. Don't squander it because it's. Mike said like 2020 is our year. It still can be. Like this is a setback, and it's a bullshit setback, but we can still,
we can still make it happen, Captain.
Exactly. There's no reason we can't, and you just as long as you're willing to work, just put the work in.
Tomorrow, I'm gonna try to sit down and bust my ass and write out some video ideas. Hopefully, I can do it. And then I have to finish up a client video, and that's it.
There you go. I have some short ideas, some web series ideas that I want to push your way to.
I think you should just do more of the stuff you did with that toilet thing, because what else can you do, right?
It was just stupid. It was fun, but I'm like, whatever. And I thought it came together pretty well.
Mike, you should try one as well.
It's on my list.
The funny thing is, like, Mike and I can totally collaborate because we're, I don't know, what are we, Mike, 10 miles from each other?
Yeah, right down the road.
I mean, technically, me and Hugh or me and Brian or me and a lot of people could, but it's the fact of, like, should we?
Well, and then it's getting dicey now because the stay-at-home orders. Like, if you're not going out for, like, to get groceries
or whatever, your
prescriptions, or if you're not. Although if they pull me over, like, sir, I'm on my way to work.
Actually, I was talking about Hugh. I was talking to Hugh about making a trip to Centralia, Pennsylvania, one of these weekends, and filming kind of like a vlog / mini doc. But apparently, where Centralia is, Columbia County is also under a stay-at-home order.
For all 8 of those people.
Yep. I think there's 6.
But yeah. How many vlogs / mini docs about Centralia have there been though? Is that pretty common,
I mean, I'm sure there's been quite a bunch, but I don't know. I just wanted an excuse to kind of get out and go visit it too.
Is a cool guy dropping some dynamite in the mine shaft. That'd be a great video. That'll get some reacts. Do that instead. Logan Paul, we're dropping them dynamite in this mine shaft.
I just picture Andrew getting arrested in Centralia, Pennsylvania.
For blowing up Centralia, Pennsylvania.
You, like, set another town on fire or reignited everything, like, down below.
They had that as a controlled burn. I'm like, no.
It was
I'm not saying me, I'm saying you. Or Hugh.
I've watched documentaries on Centralia, but I want to go there. I want to experience it for myself, even though, like, I've heard it's, like, not that cool. I still want to go there.
Yeah, it's an abandoned town. Like, I'm with you. I want to see it too.
My big thing is, like, I would want to do like a short documentary, like a 3 to 5 minute doc, just to kind of
remain standing in Centralia. Most of the abandoned buildings have been demolished by the Columbia County Redevelopment Authority, reclaimed by nature.
I thought Mike would be a great voiceover for the narration.
The most satisfying thing about Centralia is that you can always roast your marshmallows
on the top
as you roll into the graffiti highway.
It's not like this is an original concept. It's more of this is cool, and I think it would be fun to do.
It's cool. It's fun. It's a good exercise. I'm with you. I got that. That's also valuable.
Yeah.
I have a crazy ass concept idea for like a series, and I've never really talked about it, but I feel like Centralia would be the perfect place to do it.
Oh yeah.
To film it, but there's a lot of moving parts that would go into that.
I'm intrigued.
My crazy idea. Well, I'll pitch it a little bit real quick, and then we can roll out if we need to. You're familiar with the band CKY, yes?
Yes.
Their song 96 Quite Bitter Beings. You familiar with that?
I don't know any CKY songs.
Okay.
I just know
I'll send it.
music
I'll send
by
it to
them.
you. It paints this interesting picture of like 96 just totally evil souls and living in this cloudy town of hell.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, man, you could have a lot of fun with that as a concept.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my short pitch, but I've got more ideas for it. But I think it would be, and I don't think you need to necessarily shoot it in Centralia, but a burning town is obviously the.
Pia is back. She says, "You still hanging out?" Yes, we have actually been discussing a lot of random things from a lot of filmmaking stuff.
Pia, we ain't never stopped, man. Just keeping that mojo burning. Except for I think we are kind of wrapping up at this point.
Yeah, we were kind of wrapping it up, but then we got sidetracked and still kept talking. But yeah, Centralia Doc is definitely one of those things that I kind of have been rolling around in my head a little bit. But like, I know Sean Kelly and I have this conversation a lot where I'll send him a script and he'll be like, well, this has been done before. And I'm like, that's not the point. The point is that I want to do a concept where I can practice this exercise to get better at X.
Yeah.
And like, I get like, every script should have something to say, blah, 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 blah. And while I do think that is, for the most part, true, I think it's more important to, at least at the level we are right now, to work on the craft. And we can worry about the stories whenever we make the next step to the features.
That's fair.
Yeah, I get
That
So, fellas, on that note,
like Killer Be Killed is not necessarily a fully original concept, but I hope everybody enjoys it. And now I'm going to show the full 16-minute film on the end of the stream. No, I'm not.
You know what? Fuck it. Reward them. Do it. Do it.
On that note, I do think it is time to wrap this up, guys. Anything you want to say before we sign off? Anything you want to promote? Anything?
Yeah, promotion-wise, look, help us get to 4,000 subscribers on the YouTube channel. We're going to release Killer Be Killed as a short. Do it. It's
4K for KOBK.
Absolutely. This isn't a joke. We're going to do it. We're going to stranglehold Wes into getting us the trailer out so we can share that with the hashtag.
Got to come up
like
with a date.
Crazy. He's gonna complain, but we're gonna do it. But yeah, guys, help us put that stuff out. We want y'all to see it. We've always wanted you to see it. So, help us make the magic happen, guys.
Mike, anything on your end?
I have nothing. I don't know. Just stay safe and enjoy time with your family. Take this time to just reach out to people that you haven't reached out to in a while. Focus on your mental health. Everybody stay safe. I don't know. That's just, positive vibes, man. We need that shit right now.
We do need a lot of positivity right now. Ed, you rock. Thank you for hanging out with us. Ed, Pia, William, who else was in here? Danny Mick, Jelly Duck, DJ.
Danny Mick. Everybody
couple people.
Thank you guys. We love you guys.
Thank you all for coming out and hanging out with us tonight. We really appreciate you spending your time with us. 4K for KOBK, Filmmaking 101 coming to the channel soon, and then I might make a short film entirely about myself. That's what I'm going to work on this month. Set yourself some goals, stay productive, stay positive, and we'll probably do another one of these soon, I assume.
Absolutely.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Thank you all. Have a good night.
Bye, guys.
This has been the Thinking Art Entertainment live stream.